channel. Welcome to my live vlog. My name is Brad. If you don't know my name, we're getting straight into this today. This one really does hit home for me personally. I can absolutely talk about this. Absolutely. Signs you slowly normalized toxic behavior. So signs that you've slowly normalized it. You've ignored it. The toxic behavior might have been going on for a long time, and it could have been happening from when you were really young, and you never ever, and you just grew up around all this toxic behavior, and you didn't know what it was when you was young. You didn't know what to call it. You might have felt the toxic behavior. You might have felt the put downs and the belittlements and the slights, but you could have grown up in an environment where that's normal to you. You see your parents doing these things, you see your siblings doing these things, you're on the receiving end of these things, and you just normalize it like it's okay. And then you kind of think that if you normalize toxic behavior, how do I know? Because I've done it, and I've not done it for a little bit. I've done it for a long time, mate. A long time. So what happens is oh God, how do I get the words out? But you just think it's normal. You excuse the behavior as, they're only joking. They're always joking. It's okay. That's fine. This is how it normally is. And then that can really, and you're unconscious of this. You're just normalizing it, but you're getting this toxic behavior fired at you. Someone putting you down to make themselves feel better. Someone belittling you. And you're not aware of this when you're young, but that's probably eating up all your confidence. It's probably going to maybe turn you into a peacemaker in a family unit, a people pleaser. It's going to maybe influence your relationships with friends, with work colleagues, with romantic relationships. It's going to impact those things, but all the time you've normalized this toxic behavior. You've grown up with people putting you down, belittling you as normal, and then you don't see the wood from the trees. You don't know that this is occurring. This is normalizing toxic behavior, and I have been blind as fuck to this for a long time. And then sometimes I'd notice it in others. I'd notice toxic behavior in others. I started to learn about toxic behaviors. I started to notice it within my friend groups, but I didn't know it was so close to home. And all of these things, I suppose, if you get around toxic behavior when you're younger, you're getting attacked when you're younger, you're gonna grow older, but this could influence you as you grow up. It could really influence you. It could really impact you. I'm not blaming anyone here. I don't want to blame anyone. I'm my own person. I fucked up though, big time. I started taking drugs and things like that to self-medicate. I wasn't aware I was doing that at the time. This is a long time ago, but that's what was ultimately occurring. So I've got a question there. I've got a question. Answer it if you want. If you don't want to answer it, you don't fucking need to. It's all good. But the question is, what's a behavior you once thought was normal, but later realized was actually unhealthy or toxic? So the question is, what's a healthy behavior you once thought was normal, but later realized was actually unhealthy or toxic? That's the question I've left there. I have a poll there as well. If you want to answer it, you can do. The poll question is, have you ever normalized toxic behavior without realizing it? I have. I fucking have. Some people will say yes, but I didn't notice I didn't notice it at the time. Or they'll say yes, but I realized later. Or it'd be not sure or no. Feel free to answer the poll if you want to. You don't have to if you don't want. It's all good. It's your choice. And if you do answer it, have you ever normalized toxic behavior? Have you ever become numb to it? Has anyone ever experienced these things? I can't believe, honest to God, that I was so blind to things for so long. And it's more, when you normalize toxic behavior, it's a lot harder to identify. Right. So I wanted to identify if, for example, Imagine you're growing up and you've got an horrendous upbringing. It's absolutely bad as fuck. It's toxic on steroids. And it's so obvious that it's toxic. Then you know it is. The gift of that, as horrible as that is, at least you can see it. You can see it. It's clear. It's so clear. What happens with normalizing toxic behavior too, though, is you don't notice it because there's care, there's love, there's goodness, and then there's also this toxic behavior, which is just kind of like slid in here and there. It's just very subtle. It's very underhand. It's very covert. It's very, it's like the backhanded compliment would be one. I really like the shirt you've bought. It's a shame it doesn't fit you well. That kind of comment, backhanded compliments. But and then you've brought up around positivity. There's goodness there, there's help, there's support, but it's also toxic behavior there as well, and it comes and goes. You're told to shut up, don't be speaking, don't be expressing yourself. And you're brought up around that, and you're numb, and you become a people pleaser, you become quiet, you become withdrawn, you feel like you've no voice. Who am I talking about? Now I'm talking about myself, mate. I'm talking about my fucking self. And I have normalized toxic behavior, and for years, and I don't mean like 20 years, 30 years, like up until recently. And it has, oh my God, it's like a revelation. It's like peeling off the layers of a fucking onion. And the deeper you go, the closer you get to Pandora's box as you're peeling off these layers of onion. Is it painful? Yes. Is it harsh? Yes. Is it the truth? Yes. It's the fucking truth, mate. And the truth will set you free. The truth will fucking set you free. Is it gonna fucking hurt though? Probably, depending on your situation. Anyway, hi Sander. Hi. I'll be reading all comments that are related to the topic to begin with. I'm keeping on topic for a while. Sandy saying, hi, Brad, love the topic. Wow, a very personal, difficult one for me too. Difficult for me. Fucking exposing myself on here. That's my choice to speak. I need to speak the fucking truth. I need to, I need to do that. I need to do that. It's hard though. Behaviours you grow up around, you normalise, because that's what you come desensitized, Sandy. You just think it's normal all the time. It's just like, oh, that's the way they are. The heart's in the right place. They mean well, but they're rude as fuck to you. But they put you down. But they'll put your partner down. It's just not okay. But you normalise it. You excuse. Have you ever excused other people? It's like you've got this new friend and you introduce them to the friend group, and they're behaving like a dick. But yeah, he's usually all right. He's all right when he's not drunk. It's like, yeah, but he's drunk and he's being a dick. You're normalising the behaviour. You're excusing the behaviour. Have I done it? Yeah, I've done it. I get no one's perfect. Because it's family and you're emotionally invested. Yes, when you're emotionally invested, when there's been lots of other positives, and it's not all bad. It's not all bad. You're much more likely to normalize toxic behavior when there's than when you're emotionally invested into a family member or to whatever member. I agree, Sander. That's how it goes. I once thought it was normal for my mum putting my dad down. I even laughed and did it myself to my dad. I know better now, and my dad is a lovely, healthy man. I did not deserve that shit. Yes. And of course, there's responsibility of yourself. If you're allowing other people to put you down and not doing anything about it, then you've got to take accountability to an extent, haven't you? I do believe that anyway. You need to stick up for yourself in a way. Something that I failed to do throughout my life in a lot of ways. But that has changed, of course. Sander saying you're so brave, Brad. I'm proud of you. Thank you, Sander. Thank you so much. I'm trying. It's hard to, I've got to be honest. I've got to be real. I'm doing this channel the best I can. I'm trying to help people and help people through the suffering that I've gone through or the lessons that I'm learning in real time as well. I've not got it all figured out. I really, really fucking haven't. I really fucking haven't. But I'm trying my best, of course. Red Hawk, I don't know you, Red Hawk. You're more than welcome here, nice to meet you, but I won't be making you a mod. I don't make people I don't know mods. I'm not asking. I don't know you, so therefore it will be a no. No disrespect, but it's a no. Shelley saying, good evening, Brad. Hi, Shelley. How's it going? How are you doing? Hope you're okay. Right, I'm going to crack on with this. So welcome in, everyone. I put the questions there. Sometimes toxic behaviour doesn't begin big, and sometimes it's very subtle, and you don't see it coming. You just don't see it coming. I think this has really affected me in my fucking life, normalising toxic behaviour, growing up around like a dynamic that included an individual that would joke at other people's expense all the time. Laughy jokey, all at the expense of other people. And then that became my normal. And I think that influenced me with regards to my friendship choices and my relationship choices when I was younger. I believe that influenced me with regards to feeling lost. I believe that influenced me with regards to not feeling like I had a voice. That influenced me with regards to me normalizing toxic behavior growing up was basically linked to me taking drugs. I believe, I'm not blaming, it's my own choice that I did that, but I was unconscious. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't feel like I had a voice. I feel like shut up, or I'll do this to you. Shut up or I'll do that to you. Shut up. So I shut up. I shut down. I shut fucking down as a kid. And I didn't realise this as I was a kid. I didn't have a fucking clue. But when you're in that dynamic and you're growing up, and there's positives too, it's not all bad. You've got food on the table, you've got a roof over your head, you get to do certain things, you get gifts, you get all these things. It's not all bad. It's not all bad, which makes it more confusing. But I'm just speaking about my journey anyway. But when you're growing up and you are on the receiving end of this, that, the other, little slights, little put downs, and basically told, don't rock the boat, don't upset the apple cart, shut the fuck up, basically told in a way, shut up, don't express yourself. And then these things are going to build up in you. These things are you're not able to feel like you can verbalize things. You don't feel like you've got a voice. You don't think like your opinion matters. You become a people pleaser. Basically, I'm talking about myself here, Rainer. I become a people pleaser, and then basically kind of a peacemaker. You want to keep the peace. You want to keep everyone happy. You don't want to upset the apple cart. You're just doing that as a child, young, and trying to navigate the family dynamics that you're in the best you can as a kid, which is not going to be perfect. Then all of these things are going to carry on as you get older. These coping mechanisms, these way of relating to people. And if you're a people pleaser, trying to keep the peace, then there's some people, unscrupulous people, that will take advantage of you. They will put you down, will have a laugh at your expense to make themselves feel better. You'll end up putting your own needs last, and putting other people first all the time at the expense of yourself. These are the consequences of normalizing toxic behavior and why they can occur from my perspective. And oh my God. And even after reading, even after soul searching, even after pulling off some of the layers that I pulled off with myself to try and learn about myself, to try and learn about my insecurities, etc., I didn't go deep enough. I hadn't gone deep enough, by the way. I'd only took off some of the layers, and it's very, very painful. It's very, very hard, and it's very frustrating. And once you start to see, once you come out of normalizing toxic behavior, once you start, eventually you're going to be able to see. And once you can see, once you can see the wood from the trees, there's no one seeing it. It's just there. It's just there. Anyway, I'll read all related comments towards the topic. Sandra's saying, that's such a huge revelation. Take it easy on yourself, please. I will, but this is me speaking my fucking truth, for right or for fucking wrong, and I'm going to fucking do it. on here. It's crazy that I'm actually doing this here. And believe it or not, most of my this is not always me or anything fucking like that. Most of my life is I've not really felt like I had a voice. Misunderstood, misunderstood, underestimated, very, very quiet, very withdrawn. If I ever spoke about anything, it'd be deeper or more open-minded. I'm very introspective, very self-reflective individual. Naturally, I'm like that, analytical, and growing up like that, you don't often, and you're around other individuals that don't see things the same way I do, or other people might do, then you're misunderstood and you feel like you can't speak. No one really resonates with what you're saying. They don't get access to people just put you in a box, really, sometimes, that suits them, makes them feel secure or whatever it is, and then you end up dimming your light to fit in. And this is me being fucking me, expressing myself openly, and this YouTube thing has been absolutely so beneficial. Honest to fucking God. I can just actually be myself. Oh my fucking God. And but it's mad that I'm doing it on here. Obviously, I've got a partner who's very supportive, Sander. Amazing. Can do that. Can do this with Sander, of course, but most of my life I've not been able to do this or speak like this. And that has been one of the most amazing things on doing YouTube. And it was unexpected benefit. So the whole fucking YouTube thing for me has been a massive success. And I thought I'd gone deep enough, but I don't think I have. And so anyway. So Shelley's saying Shelley is saying, I had a situation recently. I just let them carry on with their gaslighting, toxic behaviour. They became unhinged. When I think about it, I did normalise that toxic behaviour. Sorry, I had a situation recently. I'm just reading it again. I just let them carry on. Let them do what they were doing. They became unhinged. What do you mean they became unhinged, Shelley? Can you shed a bit more light on that? Thanks for sharing, by the way. Sandy's saying those people primarily come from our own home where we grew up, Brad. Yeah, which makes it complicated, doesn't it? There's love there. There's respect there to an extent. There's support there. And it's conflicting sometimes emotionally. It's really, 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 really is. And sometimes within a dynamic where emotions aren't really activated, they're not really discussed. Fuck me. Sometimes you've got to be the light. You've got to spread light on the situation. It's so difficult, man. Fuck me. Sorry. Anyway. Nero saying, great new video from the Swedish band Imminence. Hi, Nero. How's it going? I'll keep into topic, but hello, Nero. Sandy saying, Shelley, I suppose we all do it for various reasons, but once we know better, we do better. Once you see the wood from the trees, it's hard to, unsee it as well. Fuck me. Yeah. Anyway. A lot of it comes from primary carers, Shelley. It's on us to do the deep inner work, though, if we want to, of course. The deep inner work. A lot of the time, what's happening in society, in my fucking opinion, there's lots of trauma, right? Everyone's got some trauma. Everyone's got something. Nothing's perfect. Parents aren't perfect. I get it. It's not an easy job. Very stressful job. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody's human. And fuck me. Am I perfect? Am I fucked? Definitely not. Have I fucked up? Yes. Will I fuck up again at some point? Yeah, of course I will. But what's happening in society, in my opinion, a lot of the fucking time is there's trauma. It's painful. It's Pandora's box, all your insecurities in that little box. A lot of people, they're not really dealing with it because it's hard. It's fucking hard. It requires soul searching. It requires you to peel the onion layers off to get to the core. And a lot of it's generational trauma. So it's like great grandparents, horrible to kids. They're then your grandparents. They pass that on to your parents. Then the parents pass some of that on to you. And what happens is, I believe that a lot of our lessons are the purpose of being alive, purpose of fucking existing, from my opinion, is it's basically linked to emotions. Emotions are the key, aren't they? Really, they're the things that we identify. That's where the lessons are with the emotions. They're very powerful. They're very hard to deal with. There's happy emotions and there's fucking difficult ones. And what's happening in society is a lot of the time, for right or for wrong, I'm not saying all medications are bad because that wouldn't be correct of me to say so, but a lot of people are numbing themselves with alcohol. They're numbing themselves with drugs. I've done it. They're numbing themselves with medications, antidepressants, anti-anxiety medications. Are those medications useful sometimes? Yes. But if that's all you're going to have, imagine, okay, I've got trauma, but I'm going to numb my emotions. I'm going to completely shut them down with medication. I'm not going to deal with the emotions. I'm going to hide them. I'm going to mask them. I'm going to make them disappear, but it's still there. That trauma's still there. That's never dealt with. I think that's what's happening a lot of the time in society, but the truth will set you fucking free. Is the truth going to hurt? Yeah, it is. Is the truth complicated? Maybe sometimes. Anyway. Shelley says, Brad, you are too hard on yourself. Yes, you know, yeah. You have a voice now. I respect you. I respect you too. Thank you. Thanks so much. Thank you so much. Hi, Batman. Thank you, Batman. So I said, you're just entering a new level of it now, Brad. Many don't allow themselves to go there. No, no, they don't. So it starts with the little things that slowly become normal. You make excuses for people when you're normalizing toxic behavior. Has everyone ever normalized toxic behavior? You make excuses for them. You go, oh, they're only joking. They don't really mean it, but they're always on it. They're always putting people down. They're always doing it. They're doing it all the time, or they're on and off, or they're nice and they're nasty. They're nice, they're nasty. They're covert, they're sly, they're sneaky. They're just undermining. They're not happy to see you do well. They don't like you being having a voice. They don't like you just having some confidence. They want to maintain control. They're insecure. They've got trauma, and they're trying to just fucking make themselves feel better on the back of you or somebody else. Therefore, toxic behavior, and then it just goes on and on and on and on. And if you normalize it, you accept it consciously or unconsciously. You tell yourself they're having a bad day, and we all have bad days. But the bad days are all the time. Not good. Anyway, I realise how many times I've let someone's body's words ruin my whole day. Not so much now, Shelley. I've done it so much. Oh, God, yeah. When someone else's words have ruined your whole day, yeah. They said something to you, they put you down, and then you just go inside yourself and you beat yourself up. But you don't do it so much now. Yes, you're recovering from it better now. That shows growth, by the way, of course. Shelley says, Sandra, it always rains the hardest on the people who deserve the sun. Wow. It always rains hardest on the people who deserve the sun. Or maybe the gift of the suffering is how we get stronger. Maybe we're giving these lessons on purpose. We're given the situation that we're in, the situation that we're born in, the dynamics that we're born into are there to forge us into who we are. And if we come out the other side of that, then that's a win, isn't it? And try and help others along the way. It springs to mind. Sandy's saying, Shelley, yes, other people's words, actions don't affect me as much anymore because I set boundaries now and I leave it to them instead of taking it on with me. Yeah, putting the boundaries in place. Are you okay? Why did you say that? What's up with you? Are you okay? Is it a really good, a simple response? Are you okay? Can you say that again? They said something rude to you. Can you say that again? A lot of the time they won't say it again because it's awkward then for them. You're putting it back on them. There's a lot of other ways to deal with those things. But sometimes you're thinking, what do I say? I don't know what to say. I've no idea what to say. It's difficult, isn't it? It's like, what the fuck do I say? I don't know. Keep it simple, man. Keep it fucking simple. Can you repeat that, please? And another one, are you okay? You're asking them the question. They've been rude. You go, are you okay? And they're like, taken aback, hopefully. Anyway, Santa's saying, Shelley, yes, it rains on kind empaths, but once the empaths of good people get tired and fully aware, it's game over. Yes. Are you going to continue to play the game? You think, what game's this? The game that some people want to put you in. They like to put you down and they want you to be a people pleaser. They want to get away with being a fucking dickhead towards you. For example, a toxic person towards you. They like it. It makes them feel better. They don't have to look at their own insecurities, but they can pass them on to you because that's what they're doing. If I put you down, if I ridicule you in front of other people, I'm just making myself feel better and it gives me a little kick. But I always want more if I'm that person. If I'm a toxic person and I'm attacking another person, I always need more. I can't just put you down once. I want you to stay quiet. I want you not to have a voice. I want you to shut the fuck up and take it so I can keep doing it to you. I'll be doing that consciously or unconsciously. Who knows? But they don't want you to. That's the game that they want you in. They want you in that fucking game. It makes them feel superior. It makes them feel better than you. But they're not. They're fucking not. They're not, sorry. Getting annoyed there. They're not. And if you stop playing the game, I'm not playing anymore. I'm not playing anymore. I'm not going to play nice anymore. I'm not going to perform anymore. I'm going to put boundaries in place like I've just mentioned. That stops playing the game of the person that's attacking someone else. Anyway, I'll keep reading the comments related to the topic. The poll's just below. Thanks to anyone that's likes and subscribed, by the way. If you value genuine, real conversations that are basically underpinned by growth, then this is the channel for you. It's free to subscribe, and that's it, really. My name's Brad, by the way. Nice to meet everyone. So I said, people who like accountability will always treat an honest conversation as an attack. Yep, fucking nailed it, Shelley. Absolutely. People who like accountability, like, it's never my fucking fault. I haven't done anything wrong. What you on about? It's not me. It's not my fault. They always treat honest conversation as an attack because it exposes the truth and they don't want to face the truth. And that truth is an ugly truth that's from them, within them. They don't want to fucking know. They do not want to know. There's a lot of that in the world. I believe that the world, a lot of it, not all, is built on fucking lies and bullshit. And our job as people who are becoming more enlightened, becoming higher vibrational, becoming more open-minded or empathetic towards life, towards others, there's a lot of things we can't do with government. There's fuck all we can do. There's a lot of things we can't do with this, because a lot of things we can't do with that. But what we can do is become less fearful ourselves, higher vibrational ourselves, not allow insecure people to put us down, to shine brightly, to share that light with others, to help other people become less fearful, less low vibrational, more higher vibrational, having more courage, having more love, less fear, basically. I think that's how we, in our own way, overcome the negatives of the world. And that's my point. Maybe I'm being a bit preachy here, but that's what I believe. You don't have to believe in what I believe. Do you fuck? You live your own life. But there we go. So I'm saying those kind of people love for you to stay small. Fucking right they do. To validate them and make them feel good and comfortable. Once you start fully shining, they feel threatened and insecure, and they sometimes attack you, of course. So they love for you to feel small. If I'm toxic towards you, I want you to feel small. I want you to feel weak. It's like a kicking a dog when it's down. Keep kicking it and it won't get back up. And they like to feel validated from you, on the back of you. So put you down or not allow you to speak, not allow you to have a voice, not allow you to have an opinion, not allow you to be you. Just keep in that little box, that insecure box. They love that. That gives them validation. Is it healthy validation? Is it fuck healthy validation? But it's what can occur. Once you start fully shining, once you start being your best self, they'll say, what will they say? You've changed. You've changed. I used to like you before. You made me feel comfortable and secure before. When you were being weak, when you were insecure, when you were being a people pleaser, when you were doing everything I wanted you to do, that made me feel good. But now you're shining, now you're doing well, now you're confident, now you're winning, that makes them feel insecure. A toxic person. And then they'll attack you. And if they can't attack you directly, they'll attack you indirectly. They'll try and potentially attack your reputation, attack your character, make things up about you. Those types of things can occur too. Is it easy to deal with? No, it's fucking not. Let's be real, it's not easy to deal with. And honest to God, I've just done this topic, normalising toxic behaviour. I thought, oh, that's a good topic. And then I've gone, oh, right, I'll talk about normalising toxic behaviour. I thought, I can talk about that. And then I've gone, how much have I've been honest with myself, I've gone, how much have I done that in my life? And I've been asking myself that question. I've done it so much. Even though I've known a lot of stuff, I've ignored some of it. I've normalised it. I really, really have. I am guilty of this. I really, really am. But no more. Fucking no more. And it's took me a long time. I'm still learning now, mate. I'm still learning now. Anyway, Dawn says, sod toxic people, Brad. Agreed, Dawn. Hi, Dawn. Hi, Tanner. How was the concert, Tanner? It was fucking shit. It was fucking dog shit. I did not like it. I left early. It was fucking shit, mate. I'm being honest. It was. I'll talk about that later because I'm on topic, but it was dog shit. I'm on about the Gorillas. It was really good reviews. Fuck off. I didn't like it. And me and Sander left. Just very disappointing. A lot of time and energy went into that. Driving down there, parking, eating, tickets, it adds up. Anyway, that's another story. But I'll keep on topic. But yeah, Tanner, sorry, I did not like it. Some people might like it, but I didn't. I'm being honest. Shall I say, Brad, what we give to others doesn't always return. And in my view, what we give is always what we are. What we give is what we are. What I give out or what you give out is who you are. If I'm giving out, I like people doing well. I like it when people are genuine. I just like people winning. I like it. It's fucking good, mate. It doesn't affect me personally. It's not shy. It's not putting a dampener on my life or in my existence. Someone else doing well. I think good to you. What we say to others. Do you lift other people up? Are you a radiator? Do you give out warmth? What we say to others is a reflection of ourselves. Or there's the other way, isn't there? Or I'm putting people down. I'm tearing people down. I'm jealous. I'm bitter. I'm envious. I'm toxic. I'm nasty. I'm insecure. I'm talking badly to people all the time. It says everything about me. And if you've got to put other people down to make yourself feel better, it says a lot about yourself, doesn't it? Of course. Of course. Anyway, thanks, Shelley. Sanders says, I'll move on. I'll talk about the concert later on. I don't want to talk about that now. I'll talk about it later. I'm just going to stick to topic, but thanks. Jealous and insecure. They're very insecure and project it onto you. Yes, they do, Dawn. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. And now I just treat people in the way they deserve. Yeah. It's good to be kind. It's good to be a nice person. However, if somebody's presenting XYZ that says toxic, 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 and they keep doing it and they keep doing it, they keep doing it, I don't think, I'm going to be nice anymore. No. You've had your chance. You've had your chance, and it's time to put boundaries in place. Blue Mode, hi Blue Mode. My name is Brad. Yes, I'm from England. Anyway, nice to meet you, Blue Mode. Brad, thank you for that. What you said, answering them back with a question and asking them, are you okay? That's a wow for me. I'm writing that down. Thank you. Yeah, no worries. I got it. Who did I get that off? I'm paraphrasing, if I'm honest. I forgot. I'll find out the person later on, Shelley. That might help you more. Jefferson Fisher. Write that down, Jefferson Fisher. You'll explain it much better than I can. No worries. There's much more. There's much more. But it's keeping it simple with boundaries. Don't make it too aggressive. Keep it super simple. It only has to be a few words. That's it. Just say the few words, a sentence, and you're fucking good. You fucking just leave it at that. It's a good starter. It's a really good starter. Anyway, Shelley saying, Sandra, they do feel threatened. That's why they attack like a cornered animal. Yes, we're on about toxic people here. When they attack you, when they put you down. Anyway, I'll keep speaking the best I can. So they tell themselves, they're just having a bad. You tell yourself they're just having a bad day. Oh, they're just having a bad day. That's why they're being a fucking arsehole with me. Let them off. But then weeks become months, and it keeps going. It keeps coming. It keeps coming. One sign is constantly walking on eggshells around someone. So sometimes it feels like you're walking on eggshells. It's like, eek, I better not upset the apple cart. I don't want to talk about this topic. They owe me some money, but I don't want to bring it up because I know they'll get mad. Or I'll dim my light. I make myself as small as I can and as quiet as I can because they don't like it when I'm start talking. They don't like it when I start laughing. They don't like it when I'm being myself. They'll get annoyed at you. They'll put you down. So people go quiet. People shut down. Or you're upset with something and you really want to express yourself, like really upset, you're really angry, and you just want to vent. You want to vent. We all do this. And then you do that and you get told to shut the fuck up. Shut up. Stop going on. Get a grip. And sometimes we all need to get a grip, don't get me wrong, but if you're saying that to someone all the time, but they need to express themselves, they need to vent, they won't feel, then if they get told that all the time, shut up, shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up, that kind of thing, you're just going to go, okay, I'll stop. I get told off. Oh, feelings are bad. I shouldn't express them. I shouldn't mention them. I shouldn't mention them. That can happen. And then what are those feelings going to do? They're going to be there, mate. They've not been expressed. They've not been dealt with. They've not been processed. They're therefore going to stay stuck. Anyway, another is feeling guilty of having basic needs. Feeling guilty, normalizing toxic behavior is feeling guilty for normalizing your basic needs. Sorry, I'm just struggling a bit. Feeling guilty for having basic needs. I'm saying it wrong. Feeling guilty for having basic needs. They need to be heard. They need to feel accepted. There needs to be respected. Basic shit. And if you don't have those things, and you feel guilty about expressing those things, you feel guilty about talking, you feel bad when you say anything. You feel bad when you get a bit passionate about something, when you start expressing yourself genuinely, really. And then if you're around an environment where that's not accepted, they feel comfortable around it, the energy gets weird. If you express yourself to a normal person or a healthy person or a respectful person, they'll go, all right, nice one. What's up with you? Are you okay? All right, why does that upset you? They'll be supportive. But if you're around people that don't know how to process their own emotions and they just feel uncomfortable with it or for whatever reason, and you start expressing your needs, I'm not saying you do this all the time, just do it every now and again. You can start to feel guilty about doing that. And then if you start to feel guilty about expressing yourself, you're going to stop doing it. And then what happens then? If you do this, so imagine you feel guilty for expressing yourself. So therefore you stop doing it. A year goes by, 5 years go by, 10 years go by. All these feelings are going to keep building up and building up and building up. They are not being processed. You feel guilty. You feel ashamed or whatever it is. And then, speaking as a man, what happens? The end game, gone. People commit suicide sometimes because they've not expressed their emotions. I'm going extreme here, I know it's extreme. But that's what happens to some people, sadly. Anyway, I'm just giving my own perspective here, by the way. Of course. Speaking genuinely, of course. I don't have all the fucking answers. I really, really don't. But I'm doing my best. Doing my best, mate. I'm doing my best. Sandra, that's my downfall, but I'm learning from Brad. Oh, thanks. I'm learning from you as well. The feeling's mutual. I'm learning as I go along too. Dawn saying, makes digs about your appearance if you look nice. That's one they use. That's a really good example, Dawn. So you look really nice, so they put you down. You've dressed up. You bought a new outfit, whatever it is, and then they don't lift you up. They put you down. They rock you. They ridicule you. backhanded compliments or whatever it is, that's a sign of toxic behavior, absolutely. And then if they do it all the time, you think, oh, it's what they normally do. It's fine. It's okay. I'm just going to normalize that toxic behavior, for example. That's what happens as well. Shelley said, in my view, you're the strongest when you are calm. Never tolerate disrespect. It's the only way to live. Yes, absolutely. You're the strongest when you've got your emotions in check and you're calm and you're stoic. But you're putting boundaries in place at the same time, Shelley. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's where you are. I believe that. I believe in that too. A lot of strength in the calm and the quiet. The only thing is, my so-called friend tried to go for a stepson with a screwdriver, I heard. And one more that I don't want to go deep. What type of person does that? I'm a very, very troubled individual, Dawn, I would say, to go for someone's friend, try to go for a stepson with a screwdriver. That is absolutely crazy. I don't know what the reasons are for that. Shelley's saying, thank you. Subscribe, hit the screen to like 17 plus, strictly no kids. Thank you, respect. Yes, thanks to anyone that's liked and subscribed. Thank you for the support. Shelley says, Dawn, that sounds like someone with mental health issues. Hi, Kaylin, how are you? I'm sticking to topic at the moment, guys. That's what I'm doing. I don't care how I look. If someone at least saying pours me down, I just smile and carry on like that. Hate it. What do you mean? I don't care how I look. If someone puts me down, I just smile. You just shrug it off, water for the duck's back kind of thinking, and carry on. They hate it. They hate it when they don't get a reaction, Lee. They're going to put you down, and you just smile like it doesn't bother you, and you just carry on. That's very stoic. Very sometimes that's a very good reaction, isn't it? Laugh at them. Haha, yeah, you muppet. I don't care. You're not upset me. They want to make you feel upset, Lee, don't they? If I was to put you, I'm not going to put you down, of course, because I'm not that type of person. I wouldn't want to do that. But I'm just giving an example. If I'm to put Lee down, I'm a miserable, sad bastard, and I want to make Lee feel bad. I feel bad, but I want Lee to feel bad. So I'm going to put Lee down. But then he just laughs it off like it's fucking nothing. It's like shit. I think from a toxic person's perspective, as an example I'm giving, it's like shit. It didn't work. I didn't get it. I didn't feel good about that. I didn't feel good about Lee not being bothered. If you can do that, you're winning. You're winning, Lee. Anyway, so we do have the poll underneath. The poll question is, if you can't read it, have you ever normalized toxic behavior without realizing it? Has anyone normalized toxic behavior without realizing it? Have you ever done that? Have you ever just like ignored it and pretended it's normal, or you think it's normal? Becomes, for me personally, it's like in my life, it's become my fucking normal. It's like, and I've not seen the wood from the trees for so long. It's like, oh my God. Oh my fucking God. I've ignored all this and I've ignored all that. I don't know how or why my ego or whatever it has just completely just turned. It's like a blind spot. Like I can see everyone else being toxic. I can spot toxic behavior in others, but whatever's so close to home, I've completely gone a blind spot, and just shrugged it off or excused it or ignored it to keep the peace. And it's just like, wow, shit. And it's like, oh my God, I've done that for so long. And then I think it led to me going down the path I did. I believe it did, man. I believe it did. Anyway, I take accountability for my own actions, of course, on my inaction. And I do not hate anybody. I do not. Anyway, you start speaking up because it's easier to avoid conflict. So you're getting put down. You're getting the piss taken out of you. But you've just learned the path of least resistance is what? Doing nothing. You shrink yourself. You don't speak up. You don't want to avoid conflict. You don't know how to really deal with it. You don't feel confident in your own voice. You don't feel confident in boundaries. You don't even know what boundaries are. I'm not about myself here. You don't even know what they are. You're too young. You're too undeveloped. You just don't have the knowledge. You don't have the experience, and you just stop speaking up. You stop sticking up for yourself. You don't want to upset the apple cart. You want to avoid conflict, even though you've got every fucking reason to be pissed off, even though you've got every reason to say something back. You avoid the conflict. You keep the fucking peace. That might help you short term, but if that continues on and on and on and on, it's going to erode your confidence. It's going to just erode your self-esteem potentially. And you avoid conflict, you'll be paying for it tomorrow. You might end up paying for it tomorrow. You start doubting your own judgment. So if you're normalizing toxic behavior, you're going to start to doubt your own judgment. Like, are they really that bad? They're only joking. I'm not sure. Am I in the wrong? Etc. etc. Your own judgment could be skewed. You find yourself explaining someone's behavior to other people. Like, all right. Oh, what we're doing today? We're going out. We're gonna go for a meal. We're gonna go somewhere. We're gonna go somewhere. It doesn't matter where we're fucking going. We're going somewhere. And yeah, who's going? It's like this person's going, that person's going, and there's this other person. Who's this other person? Oh yeah, the sound, their heart's in the right place. That old chestnut. Or they've got a heart of gold. They might be a fucking bell end, but they've got a heart of gold. It's like, oh, a golden heart. That excuses all the shitty behaviour, doesn't it? Oh, the heart's in the right place. That must mean they're really lovely, and they're not. They're only joking. Are they? Many a true thing is said in jest. And I get joking can be fun, blah, 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 blah. But if it's all the time, it's constant. And it's often. And that, no, not for me anyway. Personally, I don't think that's good. I don't think that's fucking healthy. I think that's potentially something else. Depends on the situation. Depends on your dynamics. Depends on what you accept. But if you're explaining other people's behavior, excusing someone, that can be you normalizing their behavior, therefore accepting it. Consciously or unconsciously, it depends, doesn't it? Deep down, you know that it doesn't feel right, but you've adapted to it. So deep down, it doesn't make you feel good. What can happen as well? This is another one. When you've normalized toxic behavior, right, what happens is you are dimming your light. Therefore, let's just say you're out with friends and you've got good friends. It's all happy days. They allow you to be yourself. You can be laughing, you can be joking, you can be talkative. They accept you as you are. It's happy days. Great friendship group. Amazing. Or it could be around another group of friends. And you don't even feel like speaking because anytime you speak, you're put down, you're ignored, you're shunned. You're basically taught to dim your fucking light, shut the fuck up. We don't want to listen to you or your jokes or anything. We don't want to hear you speak. And you're adapting your behaviour. You're dimming your light. You're not being who you truly are around certain individuals because you've adapted it because they don't want to see the best in you. They want you to be quiet. They want you to shut the fuck up. They want to put you down and you not say anything. They want to have a laugh at your expense. And you've adapted to it. So if you feel like you can't be yourself around people, that's a massive red flag. Anyway, let me read the comments in relation to what I'm talking about. I'm reading the related topic. Hi, Drunk, how's it going? I'm reading the comments related to the topic, which is about, have you ever normalized toxic behavior? The heart is in the right place, LOL. That old chestnut. But they're an absolute arsehole. Go figure. The heart's in the right place, but they're an absolute fucking bottom of the barrel arsehole. All right. Nice one. The heart's in the right place, so that's really good to know. Then I know that They mean well, don't they? Yeah, they mean well. They're going to rip the shit out of you, though. They're going to put you down. They're going to have a laugh at your fucking expense. They're going to make you feel like you're a piece of shit. But they're always in the right place. It's like, all right, nice one. Thanks for that. Heart of gold, mate. Heart of gold. No. That's us excusing or not an example of normalising toxic behaviour. Hi, Indigo Knights. Nice to meet you. Hope you're okay. My name is Brad. Brad, I agree it's not healthy. No. Hello to everybody else. I'm reading comments related to the topic. When something is out of your control, you should put it out of your mind. Very, very true. That's a good way, Shelley. When something is out of your control, that you can't control what other people are going to do. You can't control what they're going to think. If someone wants to judge you, even if they don't know you, if someone's going to hate you or dislike you, they're going to do it anyway, regardless of what you actually do. So it's out of your control. So you put it out of your mind if you can. Accept it and go, right, they don't like me. They don't like me. They don't even know me. They never even had a lot of people, sometimes they'll put me in a box and they go, yeah, they just won't like me. I think you've never even spoke to me. You don't even know me at all. You put me in a box, whatever box that fucking is, that suits your agenda or your perception, your narrow perception or whatever perception that they have. They put you in a box and that's it. And that's it. You're that you. You're harmless you. You're not that smart you. You're this you. You're that you. It's like, you don't know me. You never spoke to me. You never got to know me. Can you change their mind? No. You can try, and maybe you could change their mind. But a lot of time, sometimes when people's minds are made up, they're made up. So you just let it go, as Shelley's saying in her own way. Hi, Boiling Frog. How's it going? Hello to everyone else. Thanks to anyone that's liked and subscribed. Thank you for the support. If you value genuine conversations, deeper thinking conversations, finding growth through the suffering, etc., then this is the channel for you. And it's free to subscribe, and it supports the channel. I just want to say thank you. Thank you so much. Anyway, I'll keep going, guys. I'm reading comments related to... It's a turtle. It's a turtle. Cool Frog. It's actually Timmy the Turtle, mate. Timmy says hi. Boiling Frog says fine, thanks. Just at the... All right, the Blackpool. How's Blackpool? I hope it's okay. Lee saying I get judged for my tattoos around my entire neck. I've been called a thug for it many times, but I'm just a chilled lad. Yes, you'll get judged unfairly, I'd say. People go, oh, you've got tattoos on your neck, Lee. That must mean you're a thug. You're a bad person. They just make it very superficial judgments there from them, Lee, towards yourself. And actually, if they got to know you, they go, he's actually sound. He's actually a calm person. He's a cool person. He's a decent person. He's a caring person. He's just a good person. He's a good lad. But they'll just judge you because of your tattoos. That's very narrow-minded of them, isn't it? Dawn saying they might not even say anything yet. Thing they give you a snidey side-eye glare. Had that one too. Yes, microaggressions, isn't it? Micro gestures. A lot of communication is given via body language, isn't it? It is. It is anyway. So you find yourself explaining someone's behaviour to other people. I've explained that. So if you're normalising toxic behaviour, you're going to explain their behaviour. Yeah, I know he said this, that, the other, but he's having a bad day. He's just broke up with Mrs. I know he's just punched that guy in the face, and I know he's glassed another one, and I know he's spitting at someone else, but he's just split up with Mrs. So give him a wide, just give him a chance. Buy him a beer. It's like, no, he's just fucking glassed someone in the face. This is extreme version of it. And then you're normalising it, going, yeah, he's a good lad, really. It's like, why is he split up with the missus? Who knows? He could have done something. Who knows? But anyway, I'm just giving a shit example here. But if you're explaining someone else's behaviour and you're doing it often, with the same individual, that's a red flag, isn't it? That's like, I'm normalising this person's behaviour here. I'm explaining to other people why this. And if you have to explain someone else's behaviour to somebody else about someone else, often, and they're not doing it, that person doesn't give a shit, they're just going to be rude anyway, then that's a big one, isn't it? It's a big one. Deep down, you're going to know that it doesn't feel right. If you're only normalising toxic behaviour, and deep down you fucking know it's not right, mate. You know it's shit. You know it's wrong. You know it's demeaning. You know it's out of order. But you've adapted to it. You've adapted to the situation, the path of least resistance. You want to keep the peace. You don't want to upset the apple cart. You don't want to piss everyone off. You want to be the nice guy. You want to be the people fucking pleaser. So therefore, you dim your light, you keep the peace, and you allow them to continue, and you never say anything back to avoid conflict. Normalising toxic behaviour. How do fucking I know? I've done it. Trust me, I've fucking done it. No more. No more, mate. Fuck that shit. And has it took me a long time to learn this lesson, truly? Yeah, I think it has, sadly. I've not learned this lesson when I was 20 by reading a book. This lesson's took me a long, long, long time, and am I late? I'm not late. I'm where I am now. I am where I am now. Let me go to the comments again for a moment. People saying hello to each other. Hi to everyone else. Hello, Yellow Baby. Hello, Indigo Nights. I've said hello already. How's it going? Yellow Baby, how's it going? Boiling Frog. Hello to everybody else. I hope you're all okay. Ellie, hello to Ellie. DCI Sniff, welcome back, mate. Hope you're okay. Hope everyone else is okay too. We're talking about normalising toxic behaviour and how it can actually impact your life. It really, really can. And it can stop you being your best self, mate. It really can. If you're normalising toxic behaviour and you're dimming your fucking light to fit in, being that fucking peacemaker, allowing people to disrespect you, that can then end up with you unconsciously, potentially, getting into friendships, getting into relationships where you attract more of that. You attract disrespect. You attract toxic behavior because that's all you've known, and you've normalized it, and you pay the price for it. I have done this. And you can have a low sense of self-worth and a feeling of unrepressed, and a feeling of what's it called? Repressed emotion, a feeling of repressed emotion. And that can therefore lead you to vices. I used to take drugs to numb the fucking pain, mate. I used to take drugs, E's and fucking Liz and all sorts of shit. And I didn't know what I was doing. I was too young at the time. I was unconscious. I was fucking lost. I was scatty, and I was hurt. I was in pain. And it took me a long time to see through all this. I didn't know this at the time. It took me a long time. I think it's linked to a lot of addictions. Sometimes, not all addictions, not for every individual, but I think it was for me anyway. I think it is for others too. Yeah. And I think it's important to have these fucking conversations, man. It's important to have these conversations. And it's also important for us not to be so... Don't fucking dim your light for no cunt. Don't dim your light for anyone. Don't, man. I don't think that's a happy life or a fulfilled life. For me personally, I don't know about you guys. You've got your own life to live, of course. I'm just trying to help people the best I can. And, yeah. Anyway, let me read the comments the best I can. It is hot today. It's going to be a hot few days going forwards. Steve, how is it going? Gut feeling I honed is through many generations of survival. It can be wrong, but I do believe trust your guts. Basically, mate, that's your intuition. Trust your guts. Your gut's your second brain, Steve, in a way. Some people believe. Trust your gut reaction. Like you meet someone and they're charming as fuck, they light up the room, they're amazing, and they're telling you how good they are. And they appear like they're really good. They appear really confident, they're really well spoken, they're give it Billy Big Bollocks. I think, fucking hell, they're really good then. How perfect are they? Or are they too good to be true? That could be an example of what Steve's saying. Your gut never lies. Something feels off, something doesn't feel right. Even though the evidence suggests Tick, 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 tick. But the gut's saying something. Don't ignore that. Think about what the gut's saying. Trust it a little bit. Doesn't mean write the person off completely, Steve. Give them the benefit of the doubt, but just observe. Watch what they fucking do, not what they say. Watch what they do, not what they say. Talk's fucking cheap. And the world is built on lies a lot of the time. The world is built on lies, I believe. And how do we combat that? By being truthful, by being genuine, by being real, by being less fearful. Anyway, let me go down the comments a moment. Brad, by shrinking yourself and dimming your light, you're betraying yourself over and over and over again. You're doing a disservice to yourself. Fucking bang on, Sander. So if you're normalizing toxic behavior, you're allowing yourself to be having your light dimmed. I keep saying this, don't I? But you're shrinking yourself. You're making yourself small. You're taking away your throat chakra. Basically, your voice is gone. I used to have no voice. Not like now. I've got a fucking voice now. I've got a gob on me right now, haven't I? But I never used to. And you're dimming your light. You're betraying yourself. You're not living to you all that potential that you have. You're dimming your light. That potential's fucking gone. It's wasted. You're doing a disservice to yourself. Sander, spot on. Spot on. Anyway, Steve saying, when something finally clicks about something, we understand on a psychological level, but it's also physical warnings. Yes. Sometimes if you ignore the psychological, if you ignore the warning signs, you ignore your feelings, you don't process them, you just put them inside Pandora's box and you fucking ignore them, Steve. And sometimes it comes with physical warnings. You could get stress. Stress could be gained from, sorry guys, I'm just trying to speak. Stress can come from basically unrepressed emotions. Kind of get stressed out, unrepressed emotions, but you ignore them, push them down, you're getting really stressed. That can cause inflammation. Stress, psychological stress, it's going to mean physical stress, inflammation in your body. Isn't it? High blood pressure, basically. So therefore physical, like Steve's saying. Yeah, it can, absolutely. Mind-body connection, mate. They're both linked a lot of the time. Hi, Yellow Belly again. How's it going? When I was younger, I was just that toxic, jealous person. Was you? Interesting. That's very honest of you to say. Why was you? How did you present then? Why do you think you was toxic and jealous when you were younger, Yellow Belly? Thank you for sharing. You don't have to answer the question if you don't want. I don't want to put anyone under any pressure, by the way. But I thought I'd ask, but if you don't want to answer, you don't need to. There's no pressure. Indigo Nights, you're an alcoholic. How long have you been alcoholic for? How are you dealing with that? What do you think led you to becoming that? Again, you don't need to answer this. I'm just trying to get to know you better a little bit, Indigo Nights. John said, yes, my day's just beginning. I should be at the lab. Sorry, mate, I'm reading related comments. There's a poem about it that I love. I'm going to put it on my wall. Okay, Sander. You've gone down the same rabbit hole with ecstasy. Done it. Whiz. Done it. Coke. Done it. Done it, mate. Weed. Done it. Beer. Done it. Yeah. Sorry, Lee, I'm just saying I'm ticking all the boxes there, lad, that you're on about. Honest to fucking God, Lee. Properly, I used to be a little monster. So, sorry, I'm going to read Lee's comment. I went down the same rabbit hole with ecstasy, amphetamines, whiz, cocaine, weed, and alcohol. Thankfully, I'm 6 years clean. Almost lost friends for it along the way, but my life's become much better. That's amazingly well done, mate. I've been down a similar route to yourself. You've heard of Wigan Pier? Maxime's. I know there's Pleasure Rooms, which is in Liverpool. I never went there, but I used to go to those clubs. I used to go to Wigan Pier and Maxime's often, and that involved those, let's say, recreational activities that aren't healthy. I've lost a lot of friends along the way too, literally, and I've actually lost friends, like properly lost friends. But God, what was I going to say then? I can definitely resonate with what you're saying. 10 years I was involved in that, Lee. I understand that world very well. You probably have different experiences to me, of course, but well done, mate. Respect. Well done, Lee. Yeah, I agree. I had to distance myself from these people. Snap, Lee. And the party scene, it came with cost, and have had to have my health checked for a couple of years. But I moved away in the end. Became one with myself to quit. Wow, that is amazing, Lee. It was hard for me, Lee. I don't know about you, but I quit and I failed. I quit and I failed. I quit and I failed. So I went away from the scene and went back to the scene. I went away from the scene and went back to the scene. And this took me a long, long, long time to overcome. So well done. I hope that you're healthy, by the way. I hope that you're healthy. I had to distance myself as well. Yeah, it was the only way. I couldn't do it another way, Lee. Similar to what you just said there. So, Shelley, you're beautiful, and yes, you are more than enough. 1000%. Right. Anyone that's young needs to go. Time out for that individual, whoever that is. That's ridiculous. Children, this is not a children's life. This is not for children. This is for 17 and above, I'd say. Adults. We're adults here. Anyway. I was very confused about life and felt like I didn't fit in, Yellow Belly's saying. I was taking drugs and became distant with those around me. Class age rots your reality. Yeah, it does. It really, really, really does. It just, God, everything goes out the window. Time seems to fly by. Time flies by anyway, Yellow Belly, as you know, I'm sure. But it seems to fly by really fast when you're under the influence. And all you're thinking about is just keeping yourself on a high, isn't it? And everything becomes distant and everything else loses importance. Like the important things in life, you stop focusing on. Well, I did. And I just carried, just focusing on the things I shouldn't have been focusing on. And you feel like you didn't fit in. Yeah, I get that too. How did you overcome that, Yellow Belly? How did you overcome that? How did you come out the other end of that? That was about 30 years ago now, Shelley. I was totally different now. Yeah, snap. Caring and compassionate for others. And there isn't a mountain high enough if someone needs help and support. So that's amazing, mate. That's amazing. That's the way. That is the way, man. Absolutely. I believe we have a responsibility. I'm going to go off topic a little bit here, Yellow Belly. The other day, we were talking about XYZ, corruption, government, the unfairness of society, putting the world to rights. And I completely understand why people get annoyed, and I completely understand why it becomes overwhelming. And I think to myself, what the fuck can I do? And I'm thinking, it's not good to do nothing. But all I think, Yellow Belly, is the best I can personally do, and this is my path, not everybody else's, is I can stop being as scared by everything. I can stop watching it as much. I can stop looking into all these loopholes of conspiracies so much. I can focus on myself. I can become less bothered by the three-dimensional, low vibrational people, toxic people. I can be less bothered by them. I can put boundaries in place to protect myself. I can become less fearful of the news that's presented, less afraid, more loving, more courage, more peace. And then hopefully align with other individuals that are on that path. And that's my peaceful way of stopping the corruption in the world, having less fear. And I've got to start that with myself, and then obviously, hopefully, connect with others that are on that kind of path. And that might sound a bit hippie, but that's that is my resistance to the corruption in the world. And that might not, I can't solve world problems, I can't solve national problems, but I can solve problems in myself and maybe help others along the way, the few individuals that I come across. Anyway, I wanted to share that. That's why I talk about what I talk about, in a nutshell. Yes, one can feel young, but there's a level of acceptance that comes to terms with, like being called uncle by teenagers and not getting upset about it. Yeah, yeah. I started to believe in myself. Amazing, Yellow Belly. Started to love myself more and realize how lucky I am in the here and the now. Amazing. Started to like love yourself more, accept yourself, and that helps you to prevent you from doing the toxic things, doesn't it? Absolutely. And anyway, so I'm now going to talk about how toxic environments can change what feels acceptable. So first, something's going to feel wrong. Someone says a comment to you, it's like, oh, that don't feel good. They were being nice, lovely, and then all of a sudden, they chuck in a little rude comment. You don't see it coming though, so you don't say anything, but it feels off. But then it starts to happen more and more and more. So they start, instead of being nice all the time, they start to be disrespectful, and they're having a laugh at your expense. And they go, oh, I'm only joking. You can take a joke, can't you? Don't take everything so seriously. So you start to accept it. You start to accept the disrespect. You start to normalize this toxic behavior. Sorry. So basically, what was I going to say then? So what shocked you? So someone says something rude, it's shocking, but then you get used to it because it keeps happening all the time. It becomes normal to you. So once you found shocking, rude as fuck, basically, becomes your normal because you're hearing it all the time, become desensitized to it. Becomes normal to you. And it's being dished out at you all the time. This can be like a fucking hell, it's like Chinese water torture in a way, potentially. You lower the expectations for how people should treat you. So you're thinking, I deserve this. I've normalised this. So it's okay for people to take the piss out of me. It's okay for people to have a laugh at my expense. I've normalised it. I've grown up with it all my life. So I'm just gonna let everyone else treat me like this because this is how I'm meant to be treated. But someone looking from the outside in could see this as absolutely terrible, going, you're absolutely getting pissed, you're getting taken the piss out of. They're all putting you down. It's awful. It's not okay. And that's what normalising toxic behaviour can bring. Anyway, I'm referring to my notes a little bit here, guys, doing the best I can. You start making excuses. We've already covered that. You compare today to yesterday instead of comparing it to what is healthy. Small acts of disrespect stop feeling like red flags. All these little small actions of disrespect stop feeling like red flags. And then you start avoiding that conflict. You don't want to upset the apple cart. You don't want to upset anyone. And you just want to avoid the conflict. And you might avoid the conflict. You don't challenge the behaviour that's been dished out to you. You don't challenge the dish for fucking respect. You avoid conflict, but you're not protecting your well-being in the long run, potentially. Anyway, let me read related comments. Yellowbird saying, you're absolutely right, Brad. Once we start to live within our own reality and those associated with my reality, and once you start to change your reality, I'd say it's like I only want respect now. I'm going to start shining brighter now. I'm going to start being myself more. I'm not going to take any more shit now. I'm not putting up with it. I'm not playing this game anymore. Some people, they'll be pissed off with boundaries, but they'll respect you, hopefully. And if they respect you, they might meet you where you're coming from. So you change your reality to a more respectful, I expect respect reality. Those that were disrespecting you before, they might meet you there. If they give enough of a shit about you, and they've got enough about them, they might meet you there. So they might change their behaviour. Or some will just completely cut you off. They'll completely cut you off. They'll go, oh, I don't like this new Brad. I don't like this new person. I can't take the piss out of him anymore. I used to like taking the piss out of him. Made me feel good. Felt really good, that. I can't do it anymore. don't want to speak to them anymore. Don't want to be around them anymore. Either way, you're going to win. Either way, you're going to win. What I spent on drugs now gets spent on my daughter, Lee's saying. That's amazing, Lee. Well done, mate. Well done, Lee. Honestly. Lee, a lot of people don't get to where you've got. You know, I think you'll probably know this, but a lot don't make it to where you've got. So, respect to you, by the way. Anyway, it's great that you're loving towards your daughter. That's lovely. Amazing. Anyway, Durrani said, truth is by 30, most individuals have a family. I have a daughter who's already an adult, so I'm largely unfazed by the uncle prefix. It's better than granddad, isn't it? I suppose. Sandra's saying that's lovely towards Lee. I agree. Thank you to anyone that's liked and subscribed. Thank you for the support, guys. I really appreciate it. Sounds like the beginning of attempted bullying. What do you mean, Steve? Sounds like the beginning of attempted bullying. Sorry, I've lost my trace of thought there. Sandra's saying, Yellow Belly, either get on my level or go. That's my life mantra regarding people in my private life. Once you've been through some shit, and you've been disrespected, and you've been the doormat, you've been the people pleaser, you've kept the peace, you've dimmed your own light, you've not been your best self, but then you open your eyes, you're honest with yourself, and you think, oh shit, I'm aware of what's going on here. Oh shit, what was I doing there? This is self-awareness. You're like, I don't like this. I'm not doing this anymore. So you're either coming to me with respect or you're just going to be gone. And that might sound fucking harsh, but you need to sometimes cut off the dead weight, mate. And that might not mean completely cutting someone off, but you're cutting off the access to sometimes people miss you as your best self. They don't see you. They see you in a certain way, in a certain light, based on their own perception or based on their own narrow-mindedness sometimes, and they don't get access to your best self. And you can still love people from afar, I suppose, in relation to that. Anyway, guys, I'm reading the best I can. Who's bullying who, Sandra? I don't know, Steve. Let us know. I don't know what you mean, Steve. Sorry. I'm sad now. My gelato is finished. Lee, gelato is absolutely amazing. It's so nice. Have you seen the ice cream makers, mate? They're really good. Okay. Gelato's lovely, though. Anyway, guys, I'll keep going. Another sign that you're normalizing toxic behavior is you are going to end up, you feel weird when someone's kind to you. Has everyone ever felt that? It's like when someone gives me, I remember years ago, someone gave me a compliment and it made me feel really insecure because I fucking hated myself. I hated myself. I was so insecure. And someone said, oh, Brad, you're really good at that. And I acted really weirdly. I acted so insecurely because I just didn't believe it in myself at the time. I was younger then, of course, early 20s. And kindness can feel weird to some people that have normalized toxic behavior because they're so used to being talked to like shit. They're so used to getting put down. It's sad. That's what can happen. Often you don't realize how much you've adapted until you're out of that environment. So sometimes if you're in that environment, it's happening all the time. You're being disrespected all the time. It's your normal. It's day to day, week to week, month to month, year to year. Time flies, as you know. And you're being disrespected all the fucking time. Sometimes you need to step out of that environment to actually see the wood from the trees. Step away from everything. Be around, I don't know, a calmer environment. Be around people that are respectful to you. And then you think, actually, do you know what? That person's been putting me down for years. That person's been disrespecting me for years, day in, day out, and I've accepted it and I've allowed it. Shit. How the fuck have I managed to do that? What about myself here? Like, fuck. I didn't see it. And sometimes you need to step away from it to see it. I would say. Often you don't realise how much, looking back, you end up wondering why you have accepted things for so long. Me? Why have you accepted things so long? Why have I have a blind spot? We all have a blind spot. It's that 360-degree view. A circle, isn't it? 360-degree view. It's a circle. And we all have blind spots. We're not perfect. We don't see everything all the time. Sometimes it takes some deep digging inside ourselves to actually see the truth. And the truth can be ugly, the truth can hurt, but it can also set you free, in my opinion. Recovery often starts when you realise that what became normal was healthy in the first place. Wasn't healthy in the first place. But the good news is self-awareness is the first step. I'm going to be coming off topic in a moment, guys. I'm going on. Self-awareness is the first step. Being honest with yourself is the first step towards becoming aware from normalizing toxic behavior. Self-awareness, being honest with yourself. Sometimes what some people do, they'll read a fucking book, and there's nothing wrong with reading a book, and it might be about self-awareness, let's say, and then they go, all right, I've read the book on self-awareness, I know it now. All right, do you? Have you applied any of those things? Have you actually done any of those things? Have you actually been honest with yourself? And being honest with yourself is painful at times. Or are you just reciting the words? The real work is hard. The hard road will take you home. The hard road will fucking take you home. Anyway, let me read the related comments in relation to the topic, and we'll go on. We'll just go to... sorry, guys. I'm getting the words out properly. I'll read related comments to what the topic is, and then we'll go to open chat in a moment. So once you see it, you can't unsee it, though. It's fucking like, once you see the patterns in the behaviour and how they have affected you, and how, let's say you've been disrespected and put down and bullied or whatever it is, and you normalised it for a long time, you ignored it for a long time, you numbed it down, but once you actually see it for what it is, and you notice it, and you accept the truth that it's been happening, and you accept the fact that you've normalized it, that she's taking responsibility here in relation to what I'm saying, that you can't unsee it. Once you can see things, you can't unsee them. And sometimes that can appear very, very ugly indeed. But there we go. Is anyone perfect? Nope, they're not. Am I? No. Let me go to the comments. Oh, I've put green screen on. That's absolutely terrible. Look at the state of that. How the hell do I get green screen off? Don't like that. There we go. That's green screen. It's fucking shit. Hi to Rob. How's it going? Hope you're okay. Change your channel name. Cool. Hello. You deserve every compliment, Lee. Yeah, you do. You've done really, really well. I started out with life with more than one suitcase for luggage. Now it's a small bag. What do you mean? That baggage you're talking about, Yellow Belly? Emotional baggage you're talking about? I'm guessing here. Lee, you deserve all the kindness. You give yourself a pat on the back. Yeah, you do. Shelley, I agree towards Lee. I realised the luggage I was carrying, I created and needed to deal with it. Like to lighten the load. Yeah, that's accountability, isn't it, Yellow Belly? Like, true accountability. It's not always easy. I get it. I believe, I keep saying this, I really do believe we are here to learn the school of life. The school of life is difficult. What makes life so difficult? A lot of it's linked to emotions. Strong, powerful emotions. And what happens is, instead of dealing with it directly, we self-medicate. We drink alcohol, we take drugs, we become a workaholic, we become We keep busy all the time. We ignore our feelings. We buy things all the time, or whatever it is that we do. We ignore our emotions, or we take medications, antidepressants, anti-anxiety medications, and they're not all bad things. Don't get me wrong; they can be helpful, but if they're just reliant upon those as crutches, and basically you numb your emotions too much, you never deal with them. Your emotions are the key to where you can learn, and it is painful and it's hard, and most people don't do it properly. They just take tablets or whatever it is they do and numb them. And I think within reason, obviously, some people might need medical professionals to help them with this, and I'm not giving that advice out. But all I'm saying is that happiness is from within, and dealing with your emotions, even the hard ones, the difficult ones, are the key to becoming happy and more well-rounded. I'm saying it in my own way, but there we go. John saying, and I will peer into her soul. I'll find the little girl she once was, and I will be the man I was meant to be. Standing tall, fortress, and enclave protection. I will raise my drink and nod in. Yeah, being the protector there, drunk. That's a good thing, a great thing. If you can achieve that, that's great. Yellow Belly saying, emotional Brad. My mum died when I was 7 years old. Oh, shit, mate. Sorry, dude. She died of cancer, and within 3 months, I was put into the care system. Oh, fuck me, Elder. That's really... Wow. I'm sorry, dude. You've been through it there, mate. That's a lot to deal with when you're young, mate. That is a lot to deal with. That's a lot to deal with if you're 60 years old or 70 years old or whatever. If you're a passing of a loved one, it's... Oh, fuck me. You've done so well, mate. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for sharing, man. How's the care system? I'm asking you loads of questions here. Do not answer them if you don't want to. I don't want to make you feel uncomfortable. Please don't. I don't want to make anyone feel uncomfortable. That's what I'm going to say. But I'll ask you the question. You don't have to answer. When you find yourself in a dark place and your head's not okay, don't be scared to reach out and ask for help. Yes, problem shared is problem half sometimes, Lee. I've hit rock bottom. I really, really, really have. I think I did a live about that last week. And yes, sometimes it's not being too proud to ask for help and support, as long as it's the right person. You want the right people around you to ask for help, of course, because not everyone's got good intentions, unfortunately, but some people have. But it's very true with what you're saying. True wisdom there, yes. Lee said, I was in the care system too, Yellow Belly. Oh, wow. What was it like, guys? God, here we go. Fucking hell. I have worked with young people in the past. I did it for about a year and a half. These people were in the care system, but they were older. They were like 16, 17. They knew the system inside out. They'd been in the system for years, a lot of them. They were very streetwise. And it was like a children's home, but it was like older, like teenagers. And I struggled to help them, if I'm honest, because they were too far gone. I used to take one kid to court all the time because he'd done this, that, and the other. It was very interesting, the courts. And I think to myself, oh, he's going to get sent down now. He's going to get sent down, and they never did. But they were very, oh God, they were. It was hard to help them because they were teenagers and they'd been passed from pillar to post throughout the care system. And then they'd ended up where I was working in a 6-bed children's home, but it was like teenagers, 15-year-olds, 16. That was a hard job. I tried my best, but I felt like I didn't really help them much, if I'm honest. I didn't think they were open to it. I think they didn't really trust, and I understand why. It was difficult times. My dad turned to alcohol, and the school had concerns about my dad and his ability to look after 3 children. Yeah, I can see why. What were the what was it like? I don't know. Sorry, I'm not getting the words out here, Yellow Belly. Shelley's sending love and respect to Lee and Yellow Belly. Let me say, Brad, I'm only going to say I was in the curse system in 1981 and it was rife with abuse. Oh, fuck. I won't say anything more. I don't want to bring it up bad. Oh, sorry. That's fine. Don't. It's okay. I'm really sorry, mate. That's awful. That's awful, mate. No worries. Kudos to you. You've come out the other end of it. You could have let that. We all have a choice, don't we, Yellow Belly? You'll know this. We all have a choice. We can become monsters because of what's happened to us, potentially. Become the bully. Just an example. Or we can choose to be better. We can choose to be better. And you've chosen to be better. Respect. Respect to you, man. Anyway. Drunk saying, I'll ask her for one dance. I'm sorry, guys. Let me just do this. I'm ending the poll. That's finished. I'm going to start doing open chat now. I'm going to read your comments, guys. Okay? I'll read all the comments the best I can. I'll ask you for one dance. I'll do a 360-degree spin and she'll accept. Then we will start the back at her, then the salsa, then finally conclude with the waltz. That's a good bit of dancing there, Dron. Understandable, Yellow Belly, Shelley's saying, absolutely. Your foster persons hadn't been vetted. Fucking hell. And I bet there's some really good foster parents out there. I don't think they'd be all bad, but obviously that pisses me off. Sorry, Yellow Belly. Not you, but some people are not. Some people are meant to be really good and they're not. You can say it about the nursing profession. Some nurses are brilliant. Some are average. You know, they do the job, whatever. And some are just, they're not. Some people aren't caring and they're meant to be. Don't let haters get to you. Love that. Avery, nice to meet you. Don't let haters get to you. Don't let the negative energy bring you down, Avery. Absolutely. Such a simple thing to say and such a true thing to say. Don't let haters get you down. Don't let their jealousy, don't get their envy, don't let their insecurity affect you too much. Don't let haters get to you, Avery saying. Thank you. My name's Brad. Nice to meet you, by the way. Just letting you know, Avery, thank you for sharing. Spot on. Yellow Belly saying, I was sectioned at the age of 23 for attempting to take my life. A very sad version of myself from back then. Wow, mate. Bloody hell. I'm glad you didn't pull it off, mate. Yellow Belly, I've got a friend who's not with us anymore that did that, unfortunately, successfully at 37. And I know 3 other guys in the 30s that have gone down that road too. The other 3 guys that I knew were more acquaintances. But they were in the circle of people that I knew, if you know what I mean. And they're all not here anymore. They're all men, they're all in the 30s when they did it. I'm really glad that you didn't succeed with that. I'm really, really glad you didn't, mate. Fucking hell. That's something that's close to my heart, if I'm honest, because I know that it affects people. And if we can prevent that, that's a great thing. Even if you prevent one person, but well done for not. I'm glad you didn't succeed, mate. And that sounds like rock bottom, proper rock bottom. That, by the way, that sounds like it to me anyway. You was in the curse system from 1991 to 2000s. Wow. I think statistically, this is not precise. I think maybe I'm wrong, but roughly 70 to 80% of people that end up in jail have come through the curse system. 70 to 80%. Yeah. I think I was told that a long time ago. I don't know what the exact percentage is now, but it's very high. That's kind of leading to thinking that does it really work? Some of the time it'll work. Some of the time it'll be positive, but not always. Depends on the individuals involved, doesn't it? Let haters hate you. Smile and carry on. It's their problem, not yours. Yes, Lee, it's their energy. It's their bullshit, not yours. Let them. Let them be miserable twats. Let them be insecure. Let them say this shit and smile anyway. Love it. Simple, but it works, man. Dawn saying the NHS is under a lot of pressure. The staff are under a lot of pressure. I saw it when I was in hospital. Well, Dawn, I see it often. It's constant. We are chronically. It's chronic. The NHS was built in the 1946, approximately, to a much smaller population. England was a different place in 1946 than it is now, obviously. There's a lot of other pressures now. Is it sustainable? I'd say no. Let's see what happens, Dawn. Yeah. They still do a lot of good, though. Don't get me wrong. They do good things. But is it struggling a bit? Yeah. Shelley's then saying, Yellow Belly and Lee, God bless the both of you. You deserve everything and the kindness in the world. 1000%. Strong saying, before I came here just now, I was feeling low, very low. Then I turned on my favourite song and put me in a somber, I can't say that word, somber, nostalgic mood. I remember my youth and the girl I first fell in love with. They're happy memories then, mate. Sound like they are. Absolutely some great foster parents. My foster father was sent to prison when my sister had him convicted some years later. When we were a lot older, he served 18 months. That's fucking... it pisses me off, that Yellow Belly. Not you, but the situation. I'm really sorry, mate. Don't say so sorry about that, Brad. All right, yeah, with that, yeah. Yeah, it's sad. Yep. It took me many years, Brad, to be the man I am today. Yeah, snap, Yellow Belly. I'm still a work in progress myself. Yeah, it takes years, doesn't it? It takes years, man. Shelley saying, Dawn, it's shocking. Over here, it's the same, what the NHS. The song was nice. Reminded me of myself at the time when I didn't know the song existed. So it shows we all go through the same memorable experience in life. Bittersweet. Ups and downs, lefts and rights. It's a roller coaster, whatever you want to call it, the journey of life. You think you've got it all figured out. You're doing really well, and then snap, something fucking goes wrong, doesn't it? It's like, shit, I didn't really need that in my life right now. And then it's just presented to you, and then you just adapt to it the best you can. Well, it's hard. It's not always easy. Music is the answer to everything. It's amazing what song can lift up your mood. Yes. On that note, Lee, I went to Gorillas, right? And you're thinking, oh, that sounds fucking amazing. Tottenham Hotspur's football ground. Concert. Ticking the boxes, mate. It was shit. I didn't like it. Sander didn't like it. I didn't like the music. I didn't like it. There's not... A lot of the songs were just, it's just singing, but it's like in a monotone voice. The songs aren't that good. I didn't like them. No emotion, no nothing. Just drab. And I was sat there thinking, oh, it's going to get better soon. 15 minutes have gone. Half an hour's gone. It's going to get better soon. No, it's not. And I didn't like it. And some people really rate the Gorillas, saying they're amazing. They're very artistic. They're very talented. Yes, they're talented. There's lots of great musicians. Good singers, but the songs I didn't like. I've made a mistake by booking that concert, and it cost a lot of money for the ticket, for the journey down, the petrol, the parking, the meals, etc., etc., etc. It was the worst concert I've ever been to. Honest to fucking God, they were shit, and I'm being honest. And yeah, the worst concert I've ever been to. I don't think you're going to get worse. I'm going to struggle to get shitter, Lee. Maybe I'll find that one day, the shitter concert than them. And some people love it. The artistry, the journey, the story, the blah, blah, blah. But I think, is this music good? And sometimes music is healing, Lee, but sometimes it's just dog shit and it's instantly forgettable. It's like, is that it? I'm not even... I don't even think it's good. That's subjective, though, isn't it? Thank you to anyone that's liked and subscribed. Thanks for the support, guys. If you value genuine conversations, then subscribe. I do have Discord available. If you want to show some love and support towards this channel, you can do by becoming a member. And if you do that, you have access to Discord. Discord is where we carry on the conversations like this when the lives aren't happening. So that's available to people too. Yellow Belly saying it's sad, but unfortunately our judicial system doesn't give long sentences for those who commit crimes against children. Fuck me, it's so wrong, Yellow Belly. And also, God, it annoys me. Yes, you're correct. They don't give long enough sentences. It should be far harsher. And also, they separate them from the general population, the prison population. And of course, you might know this, but there is a code for prisoners, basically meaning they have like morals. So if you are anything to do with harm to children or women is deemed a no-no in the prison world, and they will be targeted by the other prisoners. They'll be terrorized, but they're segregated. Yeah. And the sentences are not harsh enough, Yellow Belly. It's far too fucking soft. It's absolutely disgusting. It's just why is it like that, Yellow Belly? I don't get it. It's such a harrowing, horrendous thing. Anyway, I'll move on, but it pisses me off. Lee doesn't like grills either. No, the shit, man. And Lee, at the time, I wanted to get some concerts going. I wanted to book some concerts. I didn't have any on the go. And then I got on the pre-sale for Gorillas. I thought, oh, pre-sale for Gorillas. I'll just put my name in it. And I was accepted. And I thought, I'll get the tickets. I got the chance to get the tickets. I wasn't sure about it. I thought, fuck it. I've not got a concert on the go. I'll book it. And I booked it. But being a bit unsure about it, I didn't really think it through, Lee. And it was a bit of it was a mistake for me. So yeah, Gorillas is shit. Anyone who loves Gorillas, fair play. If you like it, but I don't. Dawn saying, yes, Shelley, I had a tibial patella fracture. A nurse was asleep at her station and didn't say anything. Was it at night? Was it like 4 a.m, Dawn? Or was it in the day? It shouldn't be in the bloody day, that's for sure. It shouldn't really be asleep though, should they? John saying, Lee, music is good therapy. If it wasn't for music, I would probably have been a dull boy. Yeah, it's fine. I'll open it. Fine. One who lacked any imagination. Anything you lose by speaking the truth isn't a loss. It's alignment. God bless you. Anything that you lose by speaking the truth. If you're speaking the truth and you lose a friend or you lose a situation, that's really well said. Fantastically said. If you lose something by speaking the truth, you lose a connection, you lose a friend, you lose a connection or whatever it is. But you spoke the truth, and it's your truth, and it's not like you're trying to hurt anyone. You're trying to do the right thing, and you lose something because of that. That's not in alignment, and that's good to let go. That's good to let go, Shelley. Absolutely. Dawn saying, I'd love to see Bruno Mars. I'm going to watch Bruno Mars. Going to the concert at Wembley on the 25th of July. And I think it'll be a lot better than Gorillas, in my opinion. Jelly Belly saying that's sad that the Gorillas gig was shit, Brad. You people were looking forward to it. Yeah, I was looking forward to it. I expected more from it. And I was disappointed, unfortunately. I left an hour early. We walked out of the stadium. We fucking left, Yellow Belly. I thought, I don't want to watch any more of this. I'm not enjoying it. It was good to see, what's he called? Damon Albarn. I forget, probably not pronouncing his name right. The leader of Blur. It's good to see him live. He seems like a really cool, talented, creative individual. I'll give him that. But the music was not fun. It wasn't good. No. Silver, I'm not reading that. Not reading that, lad. But nice try. You sick puppy. Anyway. Dawn, it's shocking. Should be asleep. No, you should be asleep on the job. No. I agree. Did you sort your phone out in the end, Lee? Did I sort my phone out? I'm keeping this. I've cleared loads of things on it. I do need to get a new one, Lee. I need to. I've not done it yet, but I'm going to do it soon, Lee. I'm going to get a better phone. The speakers are good. It's just the phone that's just playing up. I think I mentioned that to you before. Well remembered, by the way. I will be doing it in the future. Looking for the summer, Chris Ray, and the summer's here, and I didn't go anywhere despite being a Sunday today. I'll go out tomorrow if it doesn't rain. Good to get out there, mate. Yellow Belly says, "Oh, unfortunately, yeah, I was a bit annoyed. It's a lot of energy that goes into it. It's like you dry. Oh, it is what it is. It's not the end of the world, but it's frustrating when you go to a concert. You pay for the ticket. It's not cheap. You pay 9 months in advance. The cheeky bastards as well, and it's not cheap. And then you're driving. I drove there, drove back. It's just tired. I got back at like 2 a.m. It's tiring. And then you think, oh, that was amazing. I loved it. But if it's not good, it's disappointing. But anyway, can't win them all, mate. Some people are like human medicine. You spend an hour with them and everything feels better. Yeah, some people are like radiators. Dawn was saying it's late at night and she was asleep. That's not good, though. That's not good. Or about nurses being asleep at the station. That's yeah, you could get into trouble for that. Yeah, some people are like radiators. They radiate warmth. They're nice to be around. They make you feel good. There's good energy. You just know. You just feel it. Sometimes people have a presence. We all have a presence. And that presence can you just have some people that are just like, they don't really speak much. They don't even need to speak at all. And they have a really nice, calm presence. They're just nice to be around. And they make you feel better. And they don't even speak much, some of these people. Hold on to them ones. Wish more people were like that. The other saying, unfortunately, our country has the highest crimes against children across the world. I didn't know that. Or is it the highest recorded ones? And you'd think, right, Yellow Belly, you've got the highest crime rate across the Western world for those atrocities that you're talking about. You'd think they go, right, we've got a problem here. What are the sentences like? Yeah, they're a bit soft. Let's make it miles worse. Let's make it miles worse. And hopefully that would bring it down. How long did I stay for? I got to the stadium after parking up at around 4 p.m. I got into the stadium at 5 p.m. And the warm-up acts began at 6 and 7. I stayed till 9 p.m. basically, an hour after the Gorillas had started. And I think we'd had enough. And we left. Bruno Mars reminds you of Michael Jackson. I can see why. By the way, Don. Wow, Brad, that must have been a shit show. Yeah, it was. Did Timmy like the gig? Timmy stayed in the car. Look at his face. He said, no, he said he's actually happy he didn't go. He was in the car. He's on the car journey, Yellow Belly. But he didn't go to the actual, I didn't take him inside. And he's quite happy about that. He said he doesn't like it when his ears are bleeding. Oh. I sleep on the job all the time. I'm on research centre. I'm on the CEO. Well, the CEO, then you can fall asleep, can't you? Shelley says, Brad, I call it your aura. The presence. Yeah. I can walk in imagine I walk in a room, I'm fucking fuming. I'm really angry. For whatever reason. For right, for wrong, I'm just angry. And I walk in a room and I don't say a single word. You'd know I was angry. You'd know it. You'd feel it. Chatting on the phone isn't easy. I need to get new phones. Drunk. Maybe make your own. Shit. You pray to meet someone nice. Well, I pray for that too for you, don't. You deserve better. You deserve someone nice. Hi, Yorick. How's it going? The concert was fucking shit, Yorick. I did not like it. We left early. The music was fucking shit. The singing was drab. He'd have guests on as well, and I don't know, it just sounds a bit like mopey kind of, not great voice, not great music. Gets a guest on every now and again, but it's instantly forgettable. The songs were instantly forgettable, and the good songs were very few and far between. I don't think they have a good catalogue of songs, so they don't have a lot to work with. And I thought it was fucking shit. It was drab, uncomfortably shit. Do you know when you're thinking, when's it going to get good? I'm not enjoying this. This doesn't sound great. This is drab. So I left early, Yorick. We walked out an hour early. We cut half the concert off and we went home. That's how good it was. Timmy's glad he didn't go. However, you'll get the reviews on The Guardian and wherever. This was an amazing gig and blah, 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 blah. 5 out of 5 stars. I don't agree. Everyone, subjective, of course. It's subjective. Shelley's saying, Brad, the journey over in the car, I really enjoyed it. A good road trip, easy conversation. Yeah, Sandra was speaking a lot, which was great. I'll do that again. That was a good conversation. That was positive. That was a positive, I agree. Hi, Beth. How are you doing? Hello, Beth. My name's Brad. Nice to meet you, by the way. Who do I think will win the World Cup? I hope England, but I think France. But I could be wrong. Who do you think, Noreen Ali? Can you get a refund? I wish, mate. I fucking wish. Just knock on the door. By the way, I thought it was shit. Could I have my money back? That'd be great, mate. Work on yourself first, Shelley's saying. To help you attract, have that relationship with yourself really helps. Loving yourself really helps. Not normalizing toxic behavior helps. Knowing what you're worth helps. Knowing what you'll accept helps. What you'll put up with helps. You know what I mean? I'm just typing something in. Calm, chill community chat. Let me just share that. I'll pin that. There we go. Calm, chill community chat. That's what we're doing now. Gen Z music is just somewhere there for me. Another reminder that I'm nearing my mid-40s. So am I, mate. Brad, next time book a concert in London, let me know ahead. Maybe I can book with you and we go together, depending who's playing. Okay, thanks, yeah. That'd be cool. Yes, sorry. Shelley saying, Lee, I wouldn't be able to do raves now. No. Oh, no. Just no. No more. I'm sick of all that. Don't saying yes. I don't even know who I am or what I am anymore. And sucked into that world for so long, maybe. Dawn. Like refinding yourself, reparenting yourself. You can get there, though, you know, Dawn. You can get there. It's not easy, is it? I went to DEF CON 1 in 2016, 2016. 60,000 people went. It was my last goodbye to the rave scene. Was it good, Lee? Did you enjoy it? Like and subscribe, guys. It is absolutely free. Thanks to anyone that's liked and subscribed. Thank you for the support. I really appreciate it. 80s or 90s music is good. 80s is really good. I'd agree. It's hard to beat the music from the 80s as a job, as a decade. It's hard to beat. I'd agree, John. Don't things have a way of working? You have to believe, though. You have to believe. Yes. That helps. Believing in yourself. Trusting yourself. Is it easy? No. I know it's not. But it's doable. My days are over for raves. 4 days on the bounce is too much now. Oh, I've done 4 days on the bounce, mate. I've done leaves 5 days on the bounce. 5 days. Oh, mate, it's bad. It's bad. No sleep. It is brutal. Awful. I could never do that anymore. No way, man. That makes me feel sick thinking about it. The damage it'd do to me now. You saw bits of the concert on YouTube. Someone posted it, did you? You didn't miss anything, mate. Or maybe you might like it. Everyone's got different tastes of music. Everyone's got different. People like different things. People do different things. What I like, you might. What I hate, you might like, or vice versa, and that's okay. We're all different. Strong saying, what are you talking about? What bounce? Days on the bounce. Maybe a bit of slang there, Drong, meaning 4 days in a row, and he's referring to being awake for 4 days in a row, being on a rave for 4 days in a row, being under the influence of drugs for 4 days in a row, no sleep, no food, just drinking and session and etc. etc. It was a belter. That was the MDMA talking. Yeah, the MDMA has a lot to say about that, Lee. Dusk Till Dawn, Sheffield Gatecrasher back in the day, yeah. Gatecrasher was great. I never went to it, but I remember the CDs. Yellow Belly. The trance. I love trance music. Enjoy it. Right, why do you think Gorilla's concert didn't live up to the hype? So my opinion, my analysis of it was they kept on topic. The Mountain Is You is what the concert is called. The title of the concert is called Mountain Is You. It's off their album, The Mountain Is You. Very like spiritually, very like growth orientated, lovey-dovey kind of thing. They had a lot of different artists, singers, musicians, lots of guests, but the music was just shit. It was what hippy dippy whatever. You'd have someone on a flute, someone on a, I don't know, like an Indian instrument. I'm not really familiar with those things. And then he'd be singing, like I can't sing, of course. And he's singing in that voice, and it's like fucking this, and it's like okay. And it's just like, what's this? There's no fucking this. Is this it? And then you get another one, and then another one, and then you get like a guest. You get like a guest coming on, a person of color, let's say. Nothing against those people, and they might be really talented, but they'd sing the song, and it was just shit. It's like, oh, and that was it. And it's like, I don't really think this music is good. This doesn't sound good. I'm like, I've been to, right, I took Sander once to Tottenham to watch Lady Gaga, right? And Lady Gaga's not for me. It's not for me. But she's fucking talented as fuck, right? Really talented. Is it my kind of music? No, it's not. But I went with Sander to watch Lady Gaga at Tottenham, and it was an amazing, mesmerising show. I went to watch Ed Sheeran. Amazing show. I went to watch, fucking hell, who else I watched? I'm losing the train of thought here. Teddy Swims. I've seen Teddy Swims play. Amazing, amazing. I don't like them. I'm not a massive fan of the music, but it was just, you could see the quality of it. With that, I just didn't really evoke any emotion or anything. It was just drab. I've seen Pink live. I'm a Pink fan. No, I'm not. But I went to watch her live. She's talented as fuck. She's got a massive catalogue of loads of top songs. And it was just hit differently. It just drab. Underwhelming, mate. Underwhelming. It's like, we've just made a new album and we're going to bring it to the concert. They didn't play many of the top tunes either. They don't have that many top tunes. And it was just... It's like... It's almost felt like I'm a really creative type of person. I'm going to make some music. I really like it. And then let's hope everyone else does. And I don't know. There were thousands of people there, but probably disagree with me right now. But there's levels to this. There's levels to these artists, I believe. Anyway, these are just my opinions, and not everybody will agree with them. I get it. But now bounce means get out here. So bounce means in a row. On the bounce, you could say yes. Or you could say bouncy ball, which is totally different. Which means bouncing the ball up and down, wouldn't it? The English language can be a bit complicated sometimes. Trying to say in Yorick, it's an acquired taste, Gorillas. I find it too quirky and ironic and disconnected. Yeah, disconnected. Like, drab. Pointless. A flute, I'd have been asleep. Like a glorified recorder. Fuck off, Lee. Not you, but fuck off with the recorder, mate. Do one. I get the triangle out as well. Right, so give me a pot and pan. I'll just hit it with a spoon. I'll do my own little concert. Me and Timmy are going to do a concert. How'd you like that? It's going to be fucking amazing. I've got my wooden spoon and my pan. That would be terrible. That'd be awful. Laughing is good. Yes, it releases stress, you Billy. 1000%, mate. So I was saying, I did nothing for me, Yorick. It did nothing for me. I ended up looking staring into the sky. Yeah, we go, oh, there's a plane coming over. Oh, a pigeon. Oh, will it Gorillas rap or something? Yes, kind of. Some of the songs have rap in them. Soulful music in them. Lots of different cultures that come into one type of thing. There's this Chinese lady that sang and it just sounded shit, mate. Like, the voice is not that good. The song is just what we're doing here. And you're like trying to listen to it, trying to get into it and going, I'm giving it a chance. And it's just not hitting home. Am I selling this really well? Everyone's going, oh, Brad's really sold it for me. I'm going to buy myself a ticket for the Gorillas. I think I'd be the worst advertisement ever. Yorick, it felt disconnected. There was a lot going on. You need warmth and emotion. It didn't give me that. It didn't give you anything. Every time Brad moves, he's hitting on Timmy's arm, making his arm move. Actually, Shelley, you are not correct. He's moving his own arm. I'm gaslighting there, aren't I? Making things up. Gaga is on another level. Yeah. Really talented. There's levels to it. The food was nice, yes. The Tottenham Hotspur ground is amazing. The stadium is outstanding. The area around Tottenham is very diverse, let's say that. It's got an energy to it. There's a lot going on. There's lots of different types of food in Tottenham. I can imagine the crime rate could be high in places, but it felt safe enough during the day. We walked through it, a lot of it, to the stadium and back, and we felt all right. But and that was interesting, I suppose. I had nice food, which was positive. We had a little bit of an adventure, a new experience, positive. The concert was shit though, but oh well. Some you win, some you lose. You learn from it, I suppose. Tottenham is a cool place, yes. From what we understand of it and what we know of it, obviously there's a lot more to it than what we know, of course. I like pink, but it's just that one number that's nice. What do you mean that one number? It's wrong. I don't know what you mean. Sandy, it was a pity because yourself and Brad were looking forward to it. It's an expensive trip. Yeah, it's expensive, Shy. Fucking right. Not just money, time, energy. It takes a toll. I reckon I'll feel tired tomorrow probably from it. But I'm going to be smarter about it in the future, Shelley. Shelley, yes, true, and it is. But I'm still happy about the experience. Good to have that. Yeah, Sander. Good to appreciate things, isn't it? I agree. You struggle to find. Is that what you meant? Sorry, Drong. I misinterpreted you. Thank you for helping me there, Sander. You struggle to find Pink song that I don't like. Great artist, a great catalogue of songs. If you saw Red Hot Chili Peppers, great catalogue of songs. If you saw, I don't know, it depends on what you like. Everyone likes different things, though, of course. You don't have to agree with me. Bloody hell, everyone's different. But some bands, they've just got so much to work with, and you know they're going to deliver. You know it's going to be fucking banging. It's going to be good. I watched The Prodigy, and honest to fucking God, everyone was stood up, and it was bouncing. It was fucking bouncing. The energy was really high. And you see the crowd just bouncing up and down. You know, I was in the seats at the side because I was in Wembley Arena, not the stadium, I was in the arena. And you could see the people below. And they were just, you know, imagine a circle going round and people bouncing around. And it was the energy that they had with the songs was amazing. And you compare that to Gorillaz. Like, I know it's not the same type of music, but it's just, this is high energy, and then this is just meh. What we're doing here. Like a depressed person singing that can't be fucking arsed anymore. No, not for me. I like him as a person, though. Damon Albarn is a great person, very creative, very talented, very successful. Respect, but you struggle to understand what he says. Yes, incoherent. The things are a bit dated. I just think it's almost like you get some bands, they do really well. They have one album or two albums that are amazing, right? They have the best albums in the world. They're fucking outstanding. And then after that, they get a bit older and they run out of ideas. And they only have a certain sound. Their voices project a certain way. They run out of ideas. It must be very hard to write a good song. And they just run out of ideas, and then they just quickly cobble together an album. And the album's just 5 out of 10 at best, 4 out of 10. It sounds like the hits, but it's shitter than the originals. And then they just give you a concert of it. Anyway. There's a reason why they're not at the height of their career anymore. Yeah. Hard to stay at the top as well, I can imagine. Strong saying, Sander, the rest were okay. I was a bit more of an Avril fan. Great music, and she's so yummy. With all the trash makeup. Well, a fine taste there, sir. I can't remember a surname. Avril something, isn't it? Laverine or something. I can't say the name. Lavine. There we go. Pink has a beautiful voice, though. Absolutely. Amazing. Potty Baby, welcome in. Got the Mr. Bean icon going on. Yep. Pink's amazing, mate. Yeah, I'd agree. Lee saying Prodigy is awesome. Wish I'd seen them. Yeah, I got Lee. I didn't do anything. I didn't take any drugs or anything. Of course, I don't do that anymore. I didn't even drink. I drove all the way there and drove all the way back. And I just watched it, and I felt the energy anyway. It was fucking Lee. It's so good. Honest to God. I used to be a massive fan of Prodigy when I was younger. Massive fan. I was obsessed with them, actually. So probably I had nostalgia connected to that band, and they were amazing. I'm okay, thanks, Imported Baby. How are you? I'm doing all right. She stood the test of time, Pink did. Yeah. Making you laugh, that's good. Sander. Yep, she looks good in the looks department, Drong saying. Drong approves. You've got your seal of approval there, Drong. Porty Baby saying, yeah, I know, Shelley, I'm sweating my ass off. Yeah, hot potatoes, guys. It's going to get hotter as well. Oof. In the next few days. That's going to be fun at work, isn't it? Not. Yes, we should see Wham and George Michael in concert. I'd love to have seen Queen. Amazing. Fuck me. I bet you George Michael was very, very talented guy. Very talented. Super talented, Dawn. And I'd love to have seen Queen as well. They were fucking outstanding. Another level. Absolute, like, God tier level, I'd say. I'm a winter person too, Shelley. Or a colder person. Colder weather person. I really want to see Red Hot Chili Peppers live. I'm going to do it. I'm going to achieve it. I love going to events. I like going to stadiums. I love doing it. It costs money and time and energy, but I really enjoy it. And I'm going to continue to do that. And some will be better than others. Of course, that's how it goes. Not everything's going to be a home run hit, is it? Sander, we don't have that many women like her back here, so I'm not conditioned to look at women with a strong jawline and a more hot haircut or whatever haircut is called. Sander says, I hate Mr. Bean. I like Mr. Bean. I like the actor too. He's really intelligent. He plays an idiot. I grew up with Mr. Bean, and I used to think it was really funny when I was younger growing up. And I liked Rowan Atkinson in Blackadder, and I liked him in other I can't remember what else he's in. But I think he's a really good actor. I think he's a good person. You find him creepy and annoying, not funny. Fair enough, Sander, but I like Mr. Bean personally. I think he's funny. I've always liked the Prodigy, same really. I used to buy all the singles and everything. Keith Flint wasn't there though, Lee, of course, sadly. And I thought, it's not the same without Keith Flint. Of course it's not. But they still have that energy, mate. They've still got it. They do a great job. The tunes are just banging, mate. They're just fucking, they've got, let's say, I don't know, the tunes just hit really hard, really well live. It's not Leroy Thornhill, he was the dancer, wasn't he? It's Liam Howlett is the brains of the Prodigy. He's the brains. He writes the music, most of it. Keith Flint was a front man. A great front man, but it was Liam Howlett that is the Liam Howlett really is the Prodigy in my opinion, or a lot of it. Are you from India? Sander saying whereabouts? Strong guess it is India. He's a national icon. True. The best concert I've ever went to was Phil Collins. Oh, but that's great. Years ago, the worst one was U2. Was U2 bad? What was U2? Phil Collins, fantastic Genesis, isn't it? Great artist, great musician. Why was Phil Collins good and why was U2 bad, Shelley? So I'm saying not into Mr. Bean. He's their own. You should check out a couple of series he's done. It's quite funny. I agree. Shelley saying, Sander, I love Mr. Bean and his little teddy. Yeah. I grew up with that. Watching that. Well, you need to move. You got cramp in your left arse cheek. You get pressure sores, mate. Be careful. Keep moving, mate. Mr. Blackadder, I think, when World War I officer, yes. I remember that. Brad, I like U2. They've got some really good tunes, I'd agree. All-time favourite. I know the cassettes before. U2 Pop was also okay. Discotheque. Yeah, I remember that. Lee saying Mr. Bean, Rowan Atkinson is like 40 miles away from where I live. Is he? I think he's a very intelligent man, you know. He plays the fool, but he's smart as fuck. Anyway, Point Baby saying, no, you're both saying RIP to Keith. Yes. RIP to Keith. I've seen 1 or 2 episodes, though, and come across some shorts on YouTube. Johnny English, yes, he was in that too. Johnny Depp, great actor. You don't like slapstick comedy? Fair enough. It's very simple comedy, isn't it, really? I'd say. Point by saying fair enough. Yeah, we don't all like the same things. Like, I've been slagging off the Gorillas to fuck here, and some people would go, Brad, I love them. And they're not wrong, and I'm not wrong. We just have different opinions, different perceptions, and that's okay. Everyone likes different things. Metallica would be great live. I would agree. AC/DC, yeah. Shelley's saying, Brad, you would think that would like you too because we're Irish. They are ignorant. A lot of the Irish don't like them. Is it because of the arrogance? Seems very arrogant, in my opinion. I don't know the person, of course. What's the lead singer called? I forgot his name now. Fucking hell, it'll come to me. It seems really pretentious, I'd say. But I could be wrong. I don't know the individual. I'm just judging from afar here without much information. With or Without You was a great track. Fantastic. Strong. There is some good tunes. Absolutely. Joshua's Tree, wasn't it, the album, I think. What about Vin Diesel? He's a shit actor. He's so bad. That's a bad actor. He's done very well as Vin Diesel, because they say he can't act. He's just a muscle man, wasn't he, back in the day? Probably getting on a bit now, but he couldn't act. In 1, 2, and 3. He is 4. Dawn saying, what? Vin Diesel. I'm guessing you're a very jolly girl in real life, Sander. Simply Red. Sander, I agree. Brutal. They should be called You Fuck Off instead of You Too. And here we have for tonight's performance, You Fuck Off. What? Where shall I fuck off to? Home, please. Okay, bye. Who arrogant? Bono. Yeah, Bono. I could be wrong. I might be being a bit harsh there. I don't know the guy, do I? He's a very successful guy, multi-millionaire, isn't he? So he's doing all right. Sanders asking, John, what do you mean by that? Vanilla Ice, Ice Ice Baby. That song was massive, wasn't it? Yeah. That was massive, that song. One-hit wonder, really, wasn't it? He was a really good dancer, and he was a really good rapper for that song. It's a great song. It was huge in the early 90s. It was fucking massive. I think it's the first R&B or first rap song to go to #1 in the States or something like that. It was huge at the time, and then he just fell away, didn't he? I think he was very talented, but didn't do anything else after that. He was a good dancer as well, really good dancer. And it was a Queen and Bowie song, isn't it? The original, Under Pressure, which is a great song as well. He did a good rendition of that song. Really good. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you. Thanks to anyone that's liked and subscribed. It's absolutely free. Thank you for your support. And if you want to support the channel, you can do. I do have memberships available to those that want to do that. And those that do want to become members and support the channel, there is Discord available, where we have conversations like we are having now on the Discord. Anyway, people have the choices. Yes, they do. Just because I have a certain choice and you have a different choice doesn't mean my choice is better than yours. Yours is better than mine. We all have our own choices, of course. Personally, I thought the YouTube music producers, it was very thought-provoking. Yes, they had some great songs. Really good songs. Vanilla Ice, yes. Mr. T, the 18. Yes, I remember that. King Khan. Hi, King Khan. How's it going? Welcome back. I think I've seen you before. He was very talented for his time, absolutely. The bounty hunter from that show. God, I remember that. He was preaching in Hawaii, wasn't he, Imported Baby? Dog. It's called Dog, the bounty hunter. Reality TV era, wasn't it? Early 2000s, mate. Paul Houston is a prick. Bono, yeah. Shelley, when you know, you know. Why am I so bald? Stupid question. I'm follically challenged. It's hereditary. I started to lose my hair when I was younger. I then shaved the fucker off because it looks better. And luckily I've got the right shaped head for it. And now I use a razor to keep it off, King Carl. Just how it goes, mate. It's a bit of a silly question. It is, really. You love the 18. Murdoch as well, wasn't it? God, I'm showing my age. And everyone's feel free to feel good. Yes. Good song. Roselli, yeah. I remember that. It's through YouTube and later Cranberries that I learned that the IRA and that decades-long conflict that you had. Cranberries, I'd love to have seen live. They were amazing. Really, 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 really good. She's not with us now. What's she called? What's she called? Dolores something. Is it Dolores? She's not with us anymore, sadly. She had a great, very distinct, powerful voice. The Cranberries lead singer I'm on about. Zombie. What a great song, amongst others. I'm beginning to think you made the jolly comment and then realised you couldn't back it up. Don't know what you're about. Elaborate if you wish to. The Cranberries very good. She died, Dolores, from Limerick. She's from Limerick. Didn't know that. I think I don't know if she had alcohol problems or she had something, issues, sadly. Fucking Lee, I love that, mate. Bottom, grew up on it. Young ones grew up on it. And honest to God, fucking Rick Mail, and what's the other called? Something Edmondson. I forgot the names. And amongst others, I used to absolutely love Bottom and the Young Ones. It was funny as hell. I'm a massive fan of those. They were amazingly. They don't make them like that anymore. Only Fools and Horses would be, up there as well. In my opinion. In point out, says Morgan Freeman loved his series when he talks about different spiritualities. I've not seen that. You love the Cranberries, Yellow Belly, yeah, and you can tell the songs are good when you, let's say you played Zombie now. You know the song, of course. It just sounds as good as it used to. It stood the test of time. The great songs do. They just still sound top. Again, do they still? I'm showing my age here. Do they make them like that anymore? Hopefully they do, but it's they're fewer and further between. I think sometimes. I think they run out of ideas. A lot of the music is remixed, isn't it? Or redone, and it's like usually the copies aren't as good as the originals. Strong Saint Tander, no, that was not my intention. Some people like music and a little inclined towards mainstream pop and rock. Okay. Thanks for explaining. Shelley, the Cranberries were amazing. Her voice was amazing. Such emotion to it, unique. I was sad to learn that she's gone. Yeah. Spiritual, I can't say that word, mate. There's some words I struggle speaking. Spirituality is my bad. No worries, man. Shelley is saying, Sinead O'Connor, God bless her. Yeah, I've got a story about her. And she's gone now. Her brother Joseph O'Connor, a great author, has many of his. You've got many. I didn't know that. I have a little story with Sinead O'Connor. Sinead O'Connor, what's the song? Fuck me. She had a bald head, shaved head. Nothing compares to you. Massive, massive, massive hit in the early 90s. She was superstar. And then fast forward 20 years to 2000, let's say 1990, it came out-ish. 2010, she was playing at Rawtenstall in Lancashire. Rawtenstall is a small town in Lancashire. So she's gone from a world beater to playing at like a local gig. This is before she passed. She had a great voice. I think she had some controversies with the Catholic Church, didn't she? She said something on live TV that didn't go down well, and it affected her career. But she had a great voice too. Lee, that was a good laugh. What Bottom and the Young Ones, fantastic laugh. Which genre are his books? I didn't know his brother did. Brother does books as an author. One day, if you go to America, I will go on July the 4th so I can wear a red coat costume to annoy some Americans. What, the red coats of the English army? Yeah, get yourself armed as well, mate. See how it goes. John, you'll be fine. They'll enjoy you. They'll enjoy you. I'm joking. Morgan Freeman's a great actor. Big time. Great. Yeah, they were brilliant. Obviously, Young Ones and Bottom series. Rick Mail, oh, he's passed away too. He's funny as hell. He's in Blackadder as well. Blackadder's a really good one too, Lee, as you'll know. Rick Mail had a really good energy to him. He used to light up the room. He was funny, really funny guy. Really talented, I believe. Zombies never gets old, that song. It just hits differently. Monty Python was good in the day as well. Holy Grail, I remember watching that as a kid. I grew up on it. Believe it or not. When women beam their critical red laser eye. It's good. Shelley saying, Sandra, do you mean what his novels are about? I think she means that. I'd assume so. You turn red as a beetroot when an attractive girl looks at you. One, important baby saying that, sorry. Anyone remember John Travolta? I went out with a bloke that looked like him. Boy, did he know it. He loved himself. The Commitments. Yes, I know the name. I can't put the songs to the name though. I remember the band. Ace Ventura, very funny. Really funny. One of the funniest films I've ever seen, in my opinion, is Dumb and Dumber. Dumb and Dumber is so funny. The first one. The second one's decent, but the first one, I think it's one of the funniest films I've ever seen. I must have seen that 20 times. When he's petting the bit, do you remember in the Dumb and Dumber, and the bird look after the budgie and it's dead, and you've got the blind kid and you've got the budgie and its head's fallen off, and they sellotape the fucking head back to the budgie, and then he's going, oh, pretty bird, and he's stroking the dead budgie after they've looked after it. Well, not looked after it. That was so funny. I was laughing. It was sick. It was dark, I know, but it was funny. Again, will they make them again? Well, they won't be making them for a while, them types of movies. Maybe one day, but not right now. Not with the current climate that we're in. And Drunk saying, I like Bury the Hatchet. Linger was a nice song. Yes, I think they're all nice. Yes, they are. Cranberry songs. Police Academy, yeah, there were loads of those in the 80s. If you could go back in the decade, where would you go? For me, it's I'd say 90s, Lee. I'd go with the 90s. I was born in 82, but I'd go with the 90s. Yellow Belly say 90s for me, Lee. Yeah, agreed. Sinead, God help her in her struggles. Yeah, Sinead O'Connor. Yeah. She really did rise to stardom. Really big time. She was on all the big TV shows and everything in America. It's mad how you can go from that to... But it's hard as well. Imagine, right, you're an artist or whatever you're doing, and you grew up with nothing, and then all of a sudden you're a superstar. The world's blowing smoke up your ass. Everything you do turns to gold. Everyone's telling you how good you are, how brilliant you are, and how special you are. You can do no wrong. because you're the cash cow, you're the golden goose, and then it's great for a while, and you're getting all that praise and approval, and maybe you lose yourself along the way. You become a bit take it for granted, or you become a bit arrogant. Maybe it goes to your head, maybe, or you get lost in it for whatever reason. Then all of a sudden, the music company wants you to. When's your next song coming out? It's like, I'm not ready yet. Yeah, you need to have it out by the end of the month. Like, fuck's sake, I've not got any songs. I don't know what to do. So they bring out a song and it's not as good as the original. It doesn't do that well. And then they're on to you to get the next one, and the record deal, the record company aren't too happy with you. Then you're not making the money. You start blowing smoke up your ass. You start getting used to all the money. You start spending all the money. Become, start taking drugs, etc., etc. Those types of things, the trappings of fame, can happen. And I think Sinead O'Connor might have been susceptible to some of those things, leading to her eventual demise in a way. Not that I know everything about Sinead O'Connor, but it can be an ugly world out there sometimes. There's much more to that story than that. Monty Python was epic. It was very groundbreaking for its time. It was very creative. It was just, there was nothing else like it beforehand, I don't think. They were very, very, very pioneers in a way, I'd say. Life of Brian, I grew up with that, Lee. I used to watch that over and over again. I grew up with it. I had it on cassette, of course. The boy says, yeah, I remember watching it one time and couldn't stop laughing. Oh, that's a good thing. It makes you feel good, doesn't it? Laughter. Vivian. Oh, it's funny. Vivian, Young Ones. And Neil. Neil was the hippie, wasn't he? But I said there's one series where I go back into time, into the Roman period and the Norman era. I forgot the name of the show. It's pretty old. Don't know that. I'm trying to think. You Poor Baby. It was a comedy though. Each episode was in a different period. I forget. I don't know if anyone else can help with that. Same cast. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. It's a little bit sexualized, wasn't it? A little bit. Well, give me a second. Yeah. I'm trying to answer this first. Carry On. It was Carry On series. Carry On. I've just used Google to help me find that, by the way. How long will it go on for? A little while longer, Sander, and then I'll be calling it a day. Okay, won't be too long. Spaghetti. Hi, Spaghetti. Hi, nice to meet you. Yeah, imagine finally making it and then getting cursed with sickness, horrible fortune. Yeah, imagine working your ass off, Spaghetti, and you're really, really trying and get to whatever the mountain, whatever fucking it is you're doing, become famous or whatever it is, and then you get sick and get ill. That's sad. Yeah. Thanks for sharing. Nice to meet you. My name's Brad, by the way, Spaghetti. Thank you to anyone that's liked and subscribed. Thank you for the support, guys. If you like genuine conversations like this, then just subscribe. It's free, and you'll see when I'm next live. R.I.P. to River Phoenix and Amy Winehouse. Amy Winehouse was River Phoenix, great actor, of course, at the time. Stand By Me, great movie. Amy Winehouse, very, very, very talented, but very troubled individual, sadly. I don't like her dad, Yellow Belly. Her dad was a prick, such a user. Horrible. Sad with Amy Winehouse. Sad with River Phoenix as well, of course. Jerome saying, when it comes to comedy, I like Charlie Harper. Amongst the old ones, we watched Fawlty Towers and that Allo Allo back in the 90s. Fawlty Towers, brilliant. Allo, really funny as well. I completely agree. You chill, Sander. Yes, enjoy. Was River actor or singer? Can't remember. He was an actor. I don't know if he could sing though, but yeah, he was an actor. Stand By Me, what a fucking great movie. Anyone seen Stand By Me, which is written by Stephen King? Really fucking good movie, that. Amazing, actually. If you've not seen it, please watch it. It's really good. Anyway, that's my opinion anyway. Dad's Army was good. I thought it was okay. It was all right. It's my opinion. But if you liked it, you liked it. That's fine. You know, the music was really good. Shelley, yes. Amy Winehouse, yeah. Lost Boys was amazing, and the soundtrack was great too. Vampire film, isn't it? Lost Boys was great. Yeah, Lee, Amy Winehouse was bang on. Thank you, Sander. No worries. You chill. It's all good. Shelley liked Dad's Army. I didn't really watch it that much, if I'm honest. But I remember it. Hello, Hello was really funny. Renee, was it? Renee? And God, I'm being a bit nostalgic right now, thinking of that. Sadly, Amy Winehouse had bipolar and Blake didn't help. No. She got caught up in the traps of fame, Dawn. I don't think she was really supported or built for that world. It could be very brutal, very overwhelming, I can imagine. Comes at a price, especially then. Young woman, probably got trauma from growing up. Her dad's a fucking dick. Dad's just a user, piss-taking user, not really there for a user. Not good at all. Bad. And she probably just obviously had issues, not fully developed, really talented. Everyone wants a piece of you, taking drugs, get lost in it all, having loads of money, loads of fame, therefore access to all the drugs that you'd ever want, potentially. And then it's just a recipe for disaster, isn't it? Sadly. She's really... Yellow Belly, your dad was evil. Yeah, he was a fucking prick. Absolute prick. Such a user, such a piece of shit, such a shameless piece of shit, Yellow Belly. Not you, of course, but everyone else's dad talking about here. Nightly, nice to have you on here. Thank you for sharing your stories. Well done with your path, mate. You've moved mountains, and have a good night's sleep, mate. Hope you have a good week next week. It was a great live, yes. Thanks. Tomorrow I'm going to be going live. I'm going to be talking about how tiredness can affect your thinking. And why am I going to talk about it? Because I might feel tired tomorrow, and it does affect my psychology. I struggle with it sometimes, and I think it's a very common thing. And it's just trying to talk about what it does, tiredness, how it affects psychology, and how to make the best of it. That's what we'll talk about tomorrow. Dad's Army was all about the money. He was a pig. Amy Winehouse's dad. Yeah, bad. Not impressed with that one. Stand By Me is one of my favourites. Yeah. The book was good too. I never read the book. Strong saying, Brad, why is that I'm the only Indian here? Where's the rest? Did you deport them? Yes, I did, sir. Me and Timmy, we got on task. I don't know why, Strong, mate. Sorry, dude. That's funny. I'll go for a few more minutes, and then I'm going to call it a day. What was I going to say? What I wanted to say. Yeah, I always sometimes talk about how the things in life aren't fair, how the corruption in governments, the things that go on, the frustrating things that go on, the wars that go on, the fear that is presented in the media, the things that really are difficult. And you think to yourself, what do I do about these things? And I sometimes think I don't do politics. I don't want to talk about, I don't mind politics a little bit. I don't mind some conspiracy theories every now and again, but I don't want to talk about it for too long because I don't know what to do about it. I don't know how to change it. And there's a lot I don't know. And it annoys me. And I don't want to go into it too much because it's very polarizing, very dogmatic sometimes with people's opinions. And there's a lot of division in there. It's a lot of complicated moving parts to these political things that my little mind can't fucking comprehend because I don't have all the information. And I never will, I never have, and I never will. No matter how much news I watch. But I think to myself, what can I do? How the fuck can I make a change? And the change comes from inside, doesn't it? Like, I'm not going to be scared by everything. I'm not going to be overwhelmed by the world's a bit chaotic, but I'm going to be focusing on myself, focusing on my own energy. I'm not going to be scared. I'm not going to be fearful. I'm not going to get sucked into the rabbit holes of this, rabbit holes of that. I'm going to become high vibrational. I'm going to love myself more. I'm going to shine as brightly as I can. I'm going to use this as a chat. I'm channeling now. In a way, I've got a YouTube channel, haven't I? I'm channeling my words and things and hopefully help people along that way, make people feel better, make people, but assist people with, learning, becoming better, learning through the suffering, growing through the suffering, becoming high vibrational, becoming more 5-dimensional, less 3-dimensional. And you think, what the fuck am I on about 5-dimensional, 3-dimensional? And that underpins what this channel's about. 3D is the ego, isn't it? It's the ego. It's the ego-driven. It's the narrow-mindedness. It's the hate. It's the shittiness. It's the fucking anger. It's all those things. And I step into this world. We all do. In the low vibrational world, my ego gets triggered sometimes. I get a bit annoyed at this. I get a bit annoyed at that. But I come out of it. I come away, and it's coming away from less fear-based things. Get sucked into the media and becoming high vibrational. I think that's why we're here, and I believe that I'm here to grow. I'm here to become high vibrational and hopefully help people along the way as well, like a collaborative consciousness that hopefully is achieved. I'm coming away from all this toxicity, being less bothered by narcissists, by putting boundaries in place, by respecting yourself, by loving yourself, by showing love to others and understanding to others, becoming more loving and peaceful, calmer, more courage, instead of all this low vibrational apathy, anger, fucking hate. I want to come away from that. Am I sounding like a bit of a hippie? Maybe, but I believe that's why I'm here, in my own way. Good night, beautiful souls. Anyway, I'm going to go now. Sometimes life hurdles can seem impossible to overcome. You're not alone. Speak up, speak out, and together we can pull those barriers down. Sweet dreams, everyone. That's beautifully said, Yellow Belly. I'm going to read it again. Good night, beautiful souls. Sometimes life hurdles can seem impossible to overcome. Yeah, they can. They really, really can. But you're not alone. And you do matter. You do matter. Speak up. Problem shared is problem halved. Speak out, and together we can pull those barriers down. Sweet dreams, everyone. That's beautifully said. Thank you so much. Right, guys. So I'll be live tomorrow, of course. Thank you for coming back. Thank you for spending your time with me. Spending your time with us, not me, us. Thank you for sharing your stories. Thank you for spreading your wisdom. Thank you for making us laugh for whatever you've done. Thanks for just watching or commenting. I appreciate you all. Really, really do. I'll be live tomorrow. I'm just going to, like I've just said, I'll be talking about psychology of what tiredness can do to psychology and how it affects you and how to try to overcome it the best you can. Like a relatable topic. Anyway, God bless strong. Good night, Shelley. Thank you. Thank you so much, Shelley. Thank you, everybody else. Thank you to Yellow Belly. Thank you to Sander. Thank you to Drong 007. Thank you to Imported Baby. Thank you to Dawn Woodland. Who else? Sorry if I'm forgetting your name. Thanks to Lee, of course. Thank you, guys. Thank you to anyone that's watched and commented before. I'm sorry if I forgot your names. But anyway, good night. God bless. Look after each other, but don't take any fucking shit. Good night and goodbye.